Another Savior, holy, 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 holy. Well, this is Pope here. This is dedicated to it's an honor to have you on board.
Biafra, the land of the rising suns. Onye si n'ọgaga dị ndụ hụkwa ndị Igbo, alili gerishi ya o. Onye si n'ọgaga dị ndụ hụkwa Biafra, ili gerishi ya o. Anyị bụ ụmụ Chukwu okike abịa ma ihe anyị chọrọ bụ nwere onwe anyị. Anyị echeghị mmadụ ọbụla ụgwọ, onye biri ka ibe ya biri. Maka ebe bere ugo bere n'o, ọ bụkwa ọfọ n'ogo ka anyị ji aga. Ka anyị gbawa mbọ anya dara mba, anyị jisike anyị nwe mmeri. Enye Igbo enye Igbo ike. Anyị were ofe obi ike, anyị ga-atụtụ financial Igbo ike. Chukwu okike kere eluigwe n'ụwa, nna bịa n'ụlọ olu m. Anyị enweghị Chukwu ọzọ ewezụga ga-eche ka ụzọ ndị agha. Anyị ebughị anya kọtọ gị, ihe anyị chọrọ bụ nwere onwe anyị n'aka ndị nwere obi ọjọọ, n'aka ndị ama n'oke ọchịchọ. Ọsọkwa aka egburu egbe na mma, onweghị ya ga-emume Chukwu ọ bụzi mmadụ ole kunu ga-egbunu ihe anyị ma bụ oji ọfọ gara onye si n'ọgaga dị ndụ hụkwa ndị Igbo alili ga-erishi ya onye si n'ọgaga dị ndụ hụkwa Biafra ili ga-erishi ya anyị bụ ụmụ Chukwu okike abịa na ihe anyị chọrọ bụ nwere onwe anyị ejeghị mmadụ ọbụla ụgwọ onye biri ka ibe ya biri maka ebe bere ugo bere ọ bụkwa ọfọ n'ogwu ka anyị dị aka ka anyị gbawa mbọ anya dara nda anyị jisike ya anyị nwe mmeri I will roll for you. I got to define a true Biafra, the land of the rising suns. Onye si n'ọgaga dị ndụ hụkwa ndị Igbo alili ga-erishi ya onye si n'ọgaga dị ndụ hụkwa Biafra ili ga-erishi ya anyị bụ ụmụ Chukwu okike abịa ma ihe anyị chọrọ bụ nwere onwe anyị ejeghị mmadụ ọbụla ụgwọ onye biri ka ibe ya biri maka ebe bere ugo bere ọ bụkwa ọfọ n'ogwu ka anyị ji aga ka anyị gbawa mbọ anya dara mba anyị jisike anyị nwe mmeri I got to define a Chukwu okike kere eluigwe n'ụwa nna bịa n'ụlọ olu m anyị enweghị Chukwu ọzọ ewezụga gị chịka ụzụ ndị agha anyị ebughị anya kọtọ gị ihe anyị chọrọ bụ nwere onwe anyị n'aka ndị nwere obi ọjọọ n'aka ndị ama n'oke ọchịchọ ọsọkwa aka egburu egbe na mma onweghị ya ga-emume Chukwu ọ bụzi mmadụ ole kunu ga-egbunu ihe anyị ma bụ oji ọfọ gara onye si n'ọgaga dị ndụ hụkwa ndị Igbo alili ga-erishi ya onye si n'ọgaga dị ndụ hụkwa Biafra ili ga-erishi ya anyị bụ ụmụ Chukwu okike abịa na ihe anyị chọrọ bụ nwere onwe anyị ejeghị mmadụ ọbụla ụgwọ onye biri ka ibe ya biri maka ebe bere ugo bere ọ bụkwa ọfọ n'ogwu ka anyị dị aga ka anyị gbawa mbọ anya dara nda anyị jisike anyị nwe mmeri I will roll for you. I got to define a true
live interactive debate, question and answer session this very morning in the land of Biafra, this very day, Friday, the 14th day of August in the year of our Most High Elohim, 2020. The time now is 5 minutes past 7 a.m. in the morning in the land of Biafra, and I presume, and correctly so, the same number of minutes past the top of the hour, regardless of where you are, where you're listening to us from, where you are domiciled this very morning. I welcome each and every one of you. I say good morning, good afternoon, good evening, and good night to some of you, because we are being listened to right across the entire surface of this very human habitation, this very planet, this very earth that Chukwuka Abiyama created. I welcome you, and as I do so, I will seriously encourage you to welcome other people as well, because this is a gospel of hope, of redemption, of liberation, a gospel of freedom that will lead us from bondage into freedom, that will lead us from darkness into light. We have come here that those who were hitherto very blind may be able to see. We have come that those who are unreasonable may be able to reason. We have come that those who yearn for freedom may be able to test it in their lifetime. Once again, I welcome you. You can get us. Of course, we are live on my Facebook page at Mazen Namdekano. I think I have about how many followers? I think it's very close to 500,000. I think 490 something or thereabout. 492. That's what Facebook has permitted so far. As you all know, they will keep suppressing. They're doing the best they can to stop this very gospel from going out. I have also noticed with some people as well, people who speak the truth, Facebook are also suppressing them, reducing their numbers, reducing the number of reach, and also hiding most of their reactions. But that is not going to deter us. We continue to preach this very gospel. If there is only one person left, we shall preach this very gospel. Absolutely critical and very, very important. Once again, I welcome you. Welcome other people. We are on satellite. We are on FM. We are on Radio Biafra app. We are on TuneIn app. We are also on Radio Garden. And very hopefully, as I did promise you, IPOB app. very, very imminently, please. You can go and download IPOB app. You may not be able to get this program there this morning, but before Sunday, all our configuration will be done. You can also listen to us via
to bless our cabinet and all true Biafrans, even our elites, now and forevermore. Amen.
Amen. Amen. Amen. Okay. A wonderful morning, afternoon, evening to you all. Your Excellency, the Deputy Prime Minister of the United States of Biafra, Dr. Ngozi Oraboeze, and to all the honorable members of the United States of Biafra, I greet you. Most especially, the Honorable Secretary of Education, Dr. Olewe, and her team, who are here today for their presentation. I also acknowledge our elite squad, governors, deputies, DGs, all the wonderful people of Biafra, friends of Biafra, and gentlemen and women of the press. You are all welcome today to the presentation of the USB Education Department. Without wasting time, I hand the mic over to the Secretary of Education, Dr. Olewe, and her team of educators. Dr. Olewe, the mic is yours now.
Thank you very, very much. Thank you.
You're welcome.
Good evening, my Honorable DPM, Her Excellency. Good evening, all the cabinet members that have joined in. Good evening, all the different departments that are being represented here. I cannot begin talking about education without actually acknowledging our supreme leader, Mazin Namondikan, and His Excellency, Mas Simon Eba. They all joined together to make sure that in the near future we will have the best education in the world. When I mean in the world, I mean it. Because when I look at the constitution they have made, the Constitution of Education begins from page 38, Article 62 to 72. He talked about all that we need to do and to know to make sure that what we have on ground is the best education we can have everywhere. Article 62 on page 38 say that the states are responsible for the system of school education. They will ensure the provision of adequate education that is available to all children. When I mean all children, both disabled, every child is important in their education and will be catered for. Primary, secondary, tertiary education under state school will be free. That's what our constitution says. The state shall ensure that adequate special needs for education is provided for all people, including the disability children. Where harmonization of the school education is not achieved by means of coordination in the areas of school entry age and compulsory school attendance, the duration and objective of the level of education and the transition from one level to the another will be recognized according to the qualification. So the Confederation shall ensure regulation to achieve such harmonization. The Confederation shall regulate the start of the school year. The state shall participate in the drafting of the federal registration school education that affects state responsibility. And the Article 62 talked about vocational and professional education and training. And the Confederation shall ensure that there will be a good regulation between the two. It should encourage provision of diverse and accessible range of courses for vocational and professional. Then Article 63 talk about the higher education institutions, and this will be managed by the Federal Institute of Technology. We take over and manage additional universities and other higher education institutions, and it shall support the state universities and make financial contributions to other higher education that is being recognized. The Confederation and the state are jointly responsible for coordination and guarantee of quality education in Biafra land. So, in fulfilling this responsibility, they shall take account of the autonomy of the universities and the various bodies responsible for them and ensure the equal treatment of institutions. I mean, we are going to have 40 states. And these 40 states, all the institutions and the education we have in each state must be the same and on the same level. So, and for us to fulfill this duty, the Confederation and the states shall enter into agreement and delegate certain powers to join administrative authorities. The law already is put there to regulate the powers. It's not a place where somebody will just come and take other authority by himself. No, it has to be delegated and determined by the governing organization and procedures for this coordination. So the Confederation may impose standard funding principles for subsidy for universities depending on what is needed at that particular time. Article 64 is about research. 65 is about continuing education, training. 66 is about statistics. 67 is about grants. 68 encourages to all children and young people. 69 talk about music, education, sports, culture, language, cinema, and many more. We believe that the Department of Educational National Offices should be in the capital city, and the Office of the Economic Development will take care of the structures. So now I will call on Honorable Henry to just go through what we have for the pre-primary to the secondary level is already put in place and how it will begin. We have them in our curriculum map. And from there, I will take on to the transitional year, which is very, very important and unique in Biafran land. Honorable Henry, are you there? Unmute. Honorable Henry, can you unmute yourself, please?
Okay, good. Okay. Yeah. Good morning, DPM and cabinet members.
Yeah, Honorable Harry, do you want to turn on your video or not?
Okay.
Okay.
Yeah, it's on.
All right. Thank you so much, Honorable Harry. But before Honorable Harry go on, I want to remind everyone here that Honorable Harry lost his mother a few days ago. It was a difficult moment for him. And for that, I would like everyone here to observe a 1 minute silence for Harry's mother, just to remember her. She was somebody that was very, very close to the government before she passed. Let us go ahead and do that. The minute starts now.
lovely soul of Henry's mother rest in peace.
And those who are not welcome.
Amen. Amen. So, thank you, DPM, and thank you, my beloved brothers and sisters, fellow Biafrans. So, to read part of our education plan, so beginning from the pre-primary education, and then to the vocational upper secondary education and training. So just for us to have the idea of what we intend doing and where we intend going. So at the end, if we have questions, we make observations so that we can also add it to what we have. So it's pre-primary education, early childhood education and care is very important. Pre-primary education should normally last between 1 to 5 years. Kindergarten will be referred to as, it will be before the pre-primary education, so the kindergarten. The objective of pre-primary education is to promote children's prerequisites for growth, development, and learning. Participation has to be compulsory for children of the age 6 at the local levels. Parents are to care and pay financially for child care. There will be penalties for parents who abandon their children at the designated place and are unable to keep time to get children back from caregivers. Pre-primary education is usually provided both
please, on mute. You are muted.
Oh, sorry.
No, it's not muted.
It's on. It's on.
It's not muted. You guys get your session. Go ahead, Oliver.
So pre-primary education is usually provided both in early education centers and in schools. The parents or guardians of the child are responsible for making sure that the child takes part in pre-primary education or other activities that meet the objectives for pre-primary education. Education and the objectives are based on a local curriculum drawn up within the framework of the National Core Curriculum for Pre-Primary Education. Early childhood education and care comprises care, education, and teaching to support children's balanced growth, development, and learning. Participation in early childhood education and care is a universal right for all children under school age 0 to 6. It is available on a full-time basis for a maximum of 10 hours a day or on a part-time basis for a maximum of 5 hours a day, depending on parents' working life schedules. There are moderate fees based on parental income. So those who have need to be supported, we support. Those who need to help, that we support others, then they contribute. So because all hands are not equal. Additionally, in early childhood learning, language for studies should be the local language. So this is based on the universal demand for promotion of local languages, so that the child uses the language the child uses at home meets with English, which is the Biafra lingua franca. This is to promote communication among students and learners. The language a child has at home must be the first to be used to engage them academically, even in the introductions to new languages other than the local languages. And then we come to the primary level, which is from 1 to 6th grade. Compulsory primary education school age shall be at age 6. Admissions into primary 1 will be for children who will be 6 years plus between January and September of the school year. Municipalities have a statutory duty to provide the services and primary education for 6-year-olds according to the local need. And then national core curriculum. All schools follow a national core curriculum which sets the objectives and core contents for different subjects. This ensures a uniform foundation across the country. And then local curriculums. While the national core curriculum provides the framework, local education authorities, usually municipalities and individual schools, are to develop their own curricula to address local needs and perspectives. And then the subjects. The curriculum will include a wide range of subjects such as languages, history of the land, mathematics, sciences, arts, and physical education. Then we have the lower secondary education. That's the grade 7th to 9th. The objective of lower secondary education is to support pupils' growth towards humanity and ethically responsible membership of the society, and as well to promote them with acquiring the knowledge and skills needed in studying and developing themselves later in life, and then in the light of the 21st century demands. Lower secondary education is provided within a single structure system. This level education lasts for 3 years and is provided in comprehensive schools. Comprehensive schools have grades 1 to 9. Education starts in the year a child turns 6 and lasts until pupils are 15 to 16 years old. Municipalities have a statutory duty to organize comprehensive school education for all 6 to 15-year-olds living in their area. Municipalities assign a school place to each pupil close to their homes. However, parents or guardians are also free to apply for a place in another school of their preference, where the pupil can start if there is room for them. If a municipality has both local language and foreign-speaking inhabitants, it's required to provide basic education separately for both language groups. The government may also grant registered associations, foundations, and the state the right to organize comprehensive school education. Although compulsory education does exist, school attendance is compulsory, and parents may also arrange instruction for their children at home. In such cases, the task of the municipality of residence is to supervise that the compulsory education syllabi are completed, even when they are operating from home. So they meet the standard of our education. And then we have the upper secondary education. That's the grades 10 to 12. Upper secondary is for 3 years prior to university or polytechnics and or career into vocational paths. After 3 years of upper secondary, The students are to have a preparatory program specific to their chosen career, and after the program, they proceed to their area of studies, either in the universities, vocational, or polytechnics. General upper secondary schools. These schools prepare students for higher education and matriculation exams. Vocational education and training, VET, offers both initial and further vocational qualifications. Students can also combine vocational training with general education. After completing the compulsory 9-year primary and lower secondary education, students continue to upper secondary education. It is divided to general upper secondary and vocational upper secondary education and training, and students choose which path to continue. Upper secondary education, similarly as basic education, is free of charge. Also, learning materials, daily meals, and transportation for students living further away from the school are free for the students. After completing primary and upper secondary levels, students proceed to 1-year preparatory education for higher education. And then we have the general upper secondary education, and it lasts for 3 years. General upper secondary education builds on the basic education syllabus. The objective of the education is to provide students with the knowledge and skills necessary for further studies, for working life, their personal interests, and diverse development of their personalities. In addition, the education should support and provide the student with skills for lifelong learning and self-development later in life. The scope of the general upper secondary school syllabus is 3 years. At the end of the general upper secondary education, students participate in the National Matriculation Examination, which provides general eligibility for higher education. Most of the general upper secondary students are from 16 to 19 years old and have continued their studies immediately after completing the basic education. Upper secondary schools select their students autonomously. Most commonly, the selection is based on the applicant's performance in prior studies. The Ministry of Education and Culture would have granted some education providers the right to a special educational mission. This right allows such education providers to emphasize a given subject in their teaching, such as sports, arts, or music. These providers often use additional entrance or aptitude tests for their student selection. General upper secondary education can be provided by local authorities, a joint municipal authority, a registered association, a foundation, or the state, as long as the provider has been authorized by the Ministry of Education and Culture. Education providers have a statutory duty to cooperate with the area's other education providers. And then we have the vocational upper secondary education and training, the VET, is also to last 3 years. The objective of upper secondary vocational education and training is to provide students with the knowledge and skills needed to acquire vocational competence and to provide them with the potential for self-employment as well as further studies. After completing a vocational qualification, students are eligible to continue their studies in higher education institutions. The scope of upper secondary level vocational qualifications taken after basic education is 3 years. Even if the education and training mostly takes place in institutions, all qualifications include on-the-job training. All vocational qualifications may also be completed as apprenticeship training, which also contain courses arranged in the institutions. Completing qualification is very flexible and depends a lot on students' own interest and prior learning. Most of the vocational upper secondary students are at age 16 to 19 years and have continued their studies immediately after completing the basic education. The license to provide vocational education and training are granted by the Ministry of Education and Culture. VET provider may be a local authority, that is a municipality, joint municipal authority, or a foundation or other registered association or a state company. Vocational education and training providers are responsible for organizing training at their areas, for matching provision with local labor market needs, and for devising local curricula based on national qualification requirements. So that's what we have in the roadmap for the stages of education.
So thank you, Honorable Henry. As you have heard, we have general education and vocational education, and they will finish on the same level of 6 years. Then after that, before they enter into universities or higher institutions, they must have what we call 1 year Biafra Youth Transition Year, BYTY. And this 1 year, we bring all our children together from every state and wherever they are to learn skills and training together. This center will be built in Biafran land in 4 different places, and the structure and everything will be the same. And there will be that interaction between cultures, languages, and people, so that they know each other through education, through their skills, and through their learning. And this will be 12 months duration, 1 year. And the target are all high school graduates has to pass through that program, because the facilities will be the same. Residential rooms will be catered for, houses will be provided, transition area, we have all the programs that we need to train any of them in any capacity they want: fishing, swimming, carpentry, catering, mechanical training, short military training. Within that 1 year they started, they will have at least 3 months short military training, so that every Biafran child will know the common tactics and the way to defend him or herself in anywhere they find themselves. There will be recreation rooms, place for football, basketball, sport. All this will be provided in these 4 different places. After completing the primary and upper secondary education, then they should proceed to this preparatory transition. It is very, very important that every child of Biafra must go through it. And here is a comprehensive plan. We have already made a comprehensive plan of where it will be. And the school program for the 4 places will be the same. There will be no partiality. There will be nothing like the rich people or the poor people. Everybody should be treated equally. The program will address real social issues that we are having today in the world. Everyone who wishes to attend to attend our university education in the United States of Biafra must attend this program. So this program is the one that prepares you, irrespective of where you come from, your status. Whether you are outside the country and you want to go to Biafra land to study, you will go through that process. It's like NYSC that we have in Nigeria, but differently, this one will be more organized and more coordinated. It will have a center. It will not be done in schools or wherever they just pick people, because we want to treat our children honorably, so that when they finish, they will carry that honor as they move around. The objectives, they are very clear. To prepare students holistically, intellectually, physically, socially, emotionally for tertiary education and responsible citizenship. A child going to the university should be able to know what he wants in life at that stage, so that he study what he feels, that is not condemning him to study anything, everything. Now, most of our children have left what they would have studied because things are not well organized. So the degree is to set up a national directorate comprising the chairperson, director general, representative of committees of principals, vice chancellors, rectors, armed forces, police, Biafran employers consultations, all will be in this organization. And the aim is to govern and have a policy body that will make sure that this 1-year transition continue to be effective. Of course, the National Body of Education, they will be part of this group. And the idea is to provide a governing body in each state of federation. The state governing body, they have the responsibility to assist the directorate for the smooth running of this program. As I said, it's 1-year program, 3 months military training for all students. Then within the remaining 7 months, they will learn skills within the center facilities. This includes electrical skills, agricultural training. We have good factory, construction skills, life skills, exercises, physical health, building construction, networking with different Biafran languages, swimming pool, music, everything. It will be more of skill acquisition and character formation that will get them ready for Biafran vocational and preparatory education. So BYTY will be compulsory, and it is designed with a clear objective. The objective, first of all, is to inculcate discipline in Biafran youths by instilling in them a tradition of industry at work and of patriotic and royal services to Biafra in any situation they find themselves. They cannot depend on government employment all the time. But because all of us are made with special gifts, and if we harness this gift, I bet you Biafra will be the country everybody will long to come and see. They will learn basic military skills for self-defense in their environment and everywhere they find themselves. They will develop community ties among Biafran youths and promote national unity and integration among the states. We have to eradicate prejudices, remove ignorance and ethnic malice among our youths and in different states. Because when they come together for that 1 year and work together and stay together, they will bind together, they will build themselves up together. It will help them to raise the morale tune of Biafran youth by giving them the opportunity to learn about higher ideals of national achievement, social and culture. Every culture is important. Every culture is beautiful. No culture is better than the other. And they have to learn it and understand it. To develop in the Biafran youth the attitude of mind acquired through shared experience and stable training, which will make them more agreeable to mobilization in the national interest. Let our interest be about our nation, not just selfish. And you want to have everything for yourself. And yet we all die and go down to the C-suite. So to help Biafran youth at the early stage to acquire this spirit of self-reliance by encouraging them to develop skills of self-employment and to contribute to the growth of the national body. In order to achieve this objective, the training shall be the equal distribution of members of the service training and effective utilization of the skills in the area of national needs. That as far as possible, youth will be assigned a job in the states other than their own origin of state. That will be interaction, cross-session. And each group assigned to work together as representative of Biafra as far as possible. That the Biafran youth will be given opportunity to experience the mode of living in different parts of Biafra. So it's not just to say, this is my home, it is our home. They should learn to tolerate, accommodate, work together, and also tolerate other religious groups. There are going to be 3 levels of religious groups there: traditional, Christianity, and then the third one, yes, and no religion is better than the other. You have to understand that. The youth should be encouraged to seek at the end of this 1 year university of their choice and vocational school for skill acquisition and employment all over Biafra. And we are saying that when they are in this 1 year training, they will be given remuneration. So they will not be running up and down looking for money to sustain themselves, so that they will concentrate. There will be a booklet that spells out all these needs and how it will be done within 1 year. And once they finish that, they have now the freedom to choose a university of their choice. And that's when they will enter higher education, university education. And we said from our constitution that higher education will be free for Biafran citizens, both home and abroad. Those who are pursuing bachelor's degree, bachelor's, will be free. Then postgraduate are not free, PhD are not free, but first degree will be free according to our constitution, the way we understand it. The majority of the new students applying to universities would have completed that upper secondary school, as Father Henry explained, vocational education, and this 1 year youth program. So Ministry of Education will see that students are assigned to their various choices of university. Universities will admit their students on the basis of which students are selected for admission. So upper higher certificate and vocational training is an important part of the selection process, as he has also explained. And we are putting this in place, and we believe that if all this works well, Biafra will be a place people will come and see. You know how the Queen of Sheba went to see Solomon? People will be coming to Biafra to see the kind of education that we have. And the duration for first degree will be 3 to 4 years. Depending, because there are some students who are very clever. Then to 24 months. Doctorate program will be 3 years for full-time and between 3 to 5 years for part-time, because they will also be working. PhD courses for the working class can have their programs in the evenings according to the university arrangement. Of course, we know we have exceptionals among the students. Those who God has given more brain and sharp one will be allowed to move on. And all this has been put in our curriculum and how it will work. The Biafran higher education system will consist of 2 sectors: universities of applied sciences. The mission of universities to conduct scientific research and provide education. In applied sciences, provide more practical education and to respond to the needs of the labor market, because we are not going to allow foreigners to come and be doing our work for us. We have the brain, we have all it takes in Biafran land to become what we want to become. And all this we have put in place, because I will stop here so that Mr. Meniru will just shortly tell us about the GSP courses, which will be compulsory from the university. It's the courses that cut across that involve what Honorable Henry was talking about: culture, history, language, and all that. Everybody must learn it so that we are all on the same page. Is Mr. Meniru in?
Which name is he coming in with? Is he here?
Mr. Meniru, are you in? And then before he comes in, just to say that we will value our adult education. It is part of the package. Those who have this opportunity to learn will get opportunity. And we make it in a simple way that people don't really have to struggle in order to pass or look for professor this, professor that to give some money. Don't try it in Biafran land because it will not work. People have to be honest, free, practice integrity, because that's what will give us what we need. Is he there?
I don't see him. I don't know which name he's coming with. Can you call him?
Dr. Henry, please, can you call him?
Let me see.
Yeah. When I talk about liberal adult education, liberal adult education offers non-formal studies and therefore does not provide a degree or qualification. Unlike other educational programs, it is not governed by any registration. In other words, liberal education organizations are independently responsible for the education they provide and for the development of their own program. This may cover views, maybe people want to study other things that will help them, like sports, training people on the sports, or maybe summer training or program. People just want to learn. Maybe people who have retired to augment their life and continue. Because we need to learn when to leave the job and then practice what we call retirement work. And at times, that liberal adult education, it is provided by the local authorities or joint municipal authorities, associations, foundations, limitation, liabilities, companies, and the like. So, of course, we cannot do without inclusive education and special education. All our facilities in Biafran land, when we start building, has to provide opportunity for everybody to get involved and to have access to whatever we want, so that we don't start building again, as some nations are now trying to build the road, how to move and all that. All has to be included. So a key aspect of the Biafran education system to be flexible for special education. To ensure equal opportunity, support actions play a very key role, and the focus is providing support as early as possible from primary level in order to prevent the emergency and growth of problem. Did you see him?
I sent him. I don't think he has the link, but I forwarded it to him.
He doesn't have the capacity. I can explain, because of time, what we mean by general studies for all students. Because in every education sector, there must be certain courses that everyone should learn and study together.
He is in, so I told him to do thumbs up so that he can easily.
Yes, so that I can. Correct. Okay.
So he should be coming now.
Yeah, I just admitted. I'm admitting now.
Oh, okay, good.
He has been struggling with opening up the. What name is that? Biafra is like. What's the name? Is Omeniru.
No, he didn't come with that.
Okay. I have admitted everyone, so let him raise up his hand and let me see.
Okay. Can you hear me now?
Yeah, the galaxy. Yeah. Okay, galaxy.
Can you hear me now?
Yes.
I've been here since.
What?
Yeah, I've been here. I was treated somehow, and that's all.
Yeah. Okay. Please excuse me. There's a noise background. If you're not speaking, if you're not using the microphone, please mute yourself. Someone is talking. Mr. Many, the mic is yours.
What of my video? I don't know. My video is still I want to call my video.
Yes, you can on your video.
Okay.
Okay. Please, everyone mute yourself except you have the mic. Please mute yourself.
My video is not yet on. Okay. But I can go on if the video is not going on.
I love to see your face, but then we go on.
Yeah, the video is paused. I don't know. Let them unmute the video. Let me start. I have to start.
You are the one that is starting by yourself. We see you now.
Are you seeing me?
Yes.
And I'm not seeing myself, so unfortunately. Well, may I hide under existing protocols, but not at the same time. I want to thank the PPM, Dr. Pharmacy Time, for standing strong for this very strong. I want to thank everybody that came in for this program, and you know what we're doing is like continue. We've had a lot from the first presenter and the second presenter. So we want to continue as quickly as we can. We want to look at what the Biafra National Universities Commission approved. They approved the minimum standard for general certificate, general courses, DST courses, which every student must pass at least 6 out of these 9 courses, which will be distributed in 2 semesters for a period of 3 years before moving to high school for specialized courses to qualify for graduation. In fact, these courses comes under semesters. Note, these general courses are very, very compulsory. It means that every student must pass them. So let me just run through the general courses we are talking about. We are talking about GST 101, 102. I will later explain the 103, 104, 105, 106, 107, 108, 109, and 110. 111 11 and 112. These are the JS courses that we have. Somebody might want to ask, why would somebody that came in to read maybe medicine and surgery or political science or Igbo language or social science, why would you bother him or her without these JSC courses? It is important to note that even the country that some of us came from, I will not mention that country because of they are not qualified to be mentioned in this program, but I may make reference to them and you people will know what I'm talking about. JSC courses have this following advantage while we are also going along with it. Because these courses will help us to ensure that students don't just focus on one subject or career. These are the importance of these JS courses. It will also help to teach students various values, ethics, practical life skills. And also these JS courses, students will learn about cultural awareness, and national identity. Also, ethical thinking is involved in some of these JS courses, depending on the faculties and what each of them will recommend for their students. And it will help us to have balanced curriculum. That's what the JS courses will do. And also help the students to be prepared adequately for the society for which they are going to live. So, because I have just mentioned them, I will do explanation so that we can get the first-hand knowledge of what we are talking about here. Like when we say something like GST course 101, which has to do with local languages, Igbo, the curriculum that we have, they are marked how these things will be taught. Terms of the study skills, reading skills, language skills, instructions, basis instructions, what is it, rules of concord, direct reported speeches, idioms, figurative, everything that is packaged in this 101 is to help Biafra students, Biafra children, to be adequately familiarize themselves with Biafra languages, whether it is in the 40 state languages, no matter the dialects. The curriculum is structured towards carrying every child around. Well, what the BS 101 it has to do with language and also technology, writing. Something like phonetics and phonology. Other local languages, comprehension, interpretations, continuous writing, answer and paragraphs. The curriculum takes care of that through this GST 102. Something like technical writing, organization of material, and logical presentations or papers. The students at that level will be able to learn them through that GSC courses. Of course, you know that one particular course which you are coming, you cannot link you to get all this information. This is very vital for you to grow. Sometimes research reports, memoranda, and various topics, official correspondence, art of public speaking, and oral communications are provided in GST 102. This GST 101 and 102 will be spread over 4 semesters for all students. So, let me also go into the GST 104 and 105, which is logic and philosophy. Laws of thought, expression. It covers brief survey, scope, notions, branches, problem of philosophy, quantitative research, focuses in analysis of data. But these things will expose children early on time how to work on data and every other thing that has to do with data. Then the GST 105 do this with logic and clear thoughts. Courses for law students. This one, of course, most law students take courses in logics, and this is where they can be adequately taken care of. Social sciences, logic, principles and arguments, which of course is important for people who are in law students. The GST 106 we carry us along Biafra history and philosophy of science. It covers human in their natural environment, study of nature, law, human origin, nature, cosmic environment, human energy, resources, sciences, technology, renewable, non-renewable resources, environmental effects of chemicals, plastics, textiles, waste, and other phytochemical activities. Of course, you know that in one of these countries, people will always dedicate inside the gutter, inside the talks about humanities. It talks about people's culture, tradition, environment, universally. So just understanding Biafra history and political trends. This is very, very important for our children. Most of us, we were trying to realize that one country like that removed history of Igbo people from their curriculum. That doesn't bother us in Biafra because we have enormous history which we have packaged in this GS 107 for our children. We have our history. We want this thing to be written down, and it is also explained briefly, found completely in our curriculum. The culture, expression, part of even the United States of Biafra, language, music, dance, the dance pattern, drama. You can see during the declaration at Finland, you can see some of the dances that came up. These are all Biafra dance. Oro dance, we have a lot of them that will be taught to our children and adults. Traditional festivals, the festival, other festivals that are the beauty of Biafra people. We epitomize all of them into this very protocol, and it is there in GST 107. Something like marriages, symbols. Some of us know that in some countries they don't respect symbols. But in others, if you play with symbols, you go to jail. So in Biafra land, symbols will be respected. Edifices of people will be also respected. And of course, we know that we have that. We know that there are so many people, and some of us in some of you in the USD government, who their edifices will be there because of their contribution. So we want those structures to be respected in Biafra land. That is what this GST 107 will be there. And also the constitutional development of Biafra, our constitution, our children must begin to know about our constitution, carry it in their head. The constitution, they must know it and quote it anywhere they go, so that nobody will trample on them. They will know much about our constitution and the types of constitution that we are using in Biafra land. So let me go to just one of I don't want to waste much time, which has to do with social science. They will have this faculty of technology, faculties of psychology, agriculture, applied sciences. This to help our students. Then we have also this to build their interpersonal relationship. This is what JS1 is. Developing them psychologically, mental health. They will teach them about mental health. People will know what is happening all over the world. The mental health has become an issue. So these children will be taught at this very level through this JS1 week. And also our culture is also the cultural crafts, this and leadership, politics, role of media. Leadership politics is very, very important and must be taught to our children on time so that they will be able to know what the type of policy that the leadership possesses, not the type of policy we are seeing in some countries of the world today. And so we want to also talk about the role of media. Why we talk about the muscle, the media? The media is the important instrument. Without the media, the United States of Biafra will not be where we are today. So we are going to encourage the media, expression of people expressing themselves through the media, various media. We will not ban it in where there are in some countries we know in Africa. They are banning the use of all this media. We will not do that in Biafra. It is also included in our protocol. Let me just explain to GST 1.9 and 1.10, which are the language, study skills, languages, reading skills. And the other one, which is very important, is GST 111, special learning, sign language. This is very, very, very important for children with specialists or disabilities, as you may call them. Imagine a situation where a doctor goes into a theater and the patient that was brought into the theater happens to be somebody whom you cannot speak to directly, but you need to do a sign language. How do you do it? You say, "How are you?" She will reply, he or she will say, "I am fine." You say, what is your name?" She will tell you, "Oh, my name is this." This is the idea in this GST 111, whereby but the parents of the child must be able to communicate with that child in a language that the child will comprehend. People also in the class should be able to also do sign language so that communication will be easy in the class, and that this child will be accepted based on their differences without segregation. Because we are going to run an inclusive education, which means that people will learn in the same class, depending on their ability or disability. We allow them to learn in the same class. So that's why this GST 111 is important for parents, it's important for students, it's also important for the school and for the society. It's also included in our program. And the final one is what we call GST 111, which has to do with emotional development, various exercises, power of self-thinking, self-care, physical care, emotional self-care, importance of life in general. medicine or pathology, surgery, is doing surgery or gynecology, there is a particular requirement in GSC courses that person will do. People, those words I've just mentioned are going to take GSC courses in 101, 103, 104, 105, 106, 109, 111, 111, and 110. This is how it will run throughout all the courses in the universities. So having said this, ladies and gentlemen, I want to conclude by saying that this curriculum has created an opportunity for us to make a request, a very powerful one, that we need people who will begin to write books on Biafran history to cover the 40 states of Biafra with their different dialects. Don't know who is listening to me. These are the challenges we are going to face going forward. We need people that will write books about Biafra history to cover the 40 states of Biafra and their dialect. 2, we need those who also will write books on sign language, various sign languages using different dialects. You know that some of you have seen American Sign Language, you have seen British Sign Language, you have seen French Sign Language, but we have to have Biafra Sign Language. Thank you very much, ladies and gentlemen, for listening. Thank you.
Thank you very much, Mr. Omeniru. Thank you very much, Dr. Henry. My DPM and the honorable members of Biafra, we want to stop today about what we have in package for Biafran education. Today we took only Article 2 and 3. Another time we take 4 and 5 until we finish it. So for now, I hand over to Fabiana and my DPM. Thank you for giving us the opportunity, which we are very grateful, and we thank the Biafrans for listening to us. Please feel free to ask questions. We are not going to answer your questions now because this is a document that we already have. But whatever comment you make, we will then take it back to our meeting and then look at it again, even with our DPM. So thank you very much, and God bless all.
Wow, wow, wow. Can you please give a hand of applause to the United States of Biafra USB Education Department? Please. This is awesome. Can you imagine? Are you really dreaming of the kind of country the United States of Biafra USB is going to be? It's going to be an utopia. I'm just overwhelmed. I know what our DPM and this cabinet, what they're doing. Some people really have no idea what we are doing here. Biafra is going to be the best country on this universe. You are seeing it. You are all going to be witness, and you've been witnessing it. Please, one more time, let's give our Department of Education a hand of applause. It takes a village to raise a child, but the Biafra nation is going to be a global country in education, in everything. All the countries where we reside, they see what we can do. Now they can imagine what Biafra is going to be. Thank you, Her Excellency, for your leadership that has no equal. When you talk about technocrats, clinicians, oh my goodness, what can I say? I'm going to stop here, please, so that we could go to the next session. Oh my goodness.
Thank you so much, Frankie. Thank you. And thank you. Oh my goodness. I was just like, it is just overwhelming from the education department and Dr. Opalewe and your team. Oh my goodness. I'm just like, I was just sitting here just shaking my head. Everything that the highest developed countries in the world have, you have added to that. Yes. You have added
to that. I was just listening and taking my notes, and you virtually have covered what makes the best country in the world, and you added more to that. And this is why the Nigeria state is crying every second.
Of course.
This is why they're crying every second. I want to thank you so much, Dr. Obalama, the Secretary for Education for the United States of Biafra, and your team for what you do, what you keep doing every day. And I keep telling people we are ready to go from day one. When people are saying, oh, when did they do their referendum? I was not there. I did not participate. I wasn't a part of that. I did not vote during the self-referendum that culminated to the Finland Declaration. I didn't know about it. You don't have to know about anything.
They can't know. They don't
because you're not following. You have not been following. You have been very comfortable with the killing that is going on by the Nigerian state. That is why you don't know. Probably they offered you a little contract or position where they pay you some chicken change at the end of every month, some few million naira, and you think that is it. So you've not been following. Look at this presentation. This is just, like she said, just a little portion, just one section in our Constitution. Remember, every department in the United States of Biafra government is working with the Constitution of the United States of Biafra that was accepted by millions of Biafrans that voted for the self-referendum. That is just one portion of that, and I thank you all so much. You all have done a wonderful job. I'm very impressed with what you all are doing, and I know that it is not easy. It requires commitment to breed the best crop of children in the whole world. That comes from the education department. The education the kids receive from ages 1 to 6 or thereabout determines so much for the rest of their lives. If we do not support the education department, we are going to be breeding children that end up in jails in the future. And I'm telling you, the United States of Biafra will not have that. We are a country the whole world will be talking about. We are already that. We are already that. We're not begging anyone for building our nation. We're already building that. Some of these documents that has been presented here are already being implemented in the homeland by the commissioners we have in the United States of Biafra Education Department in the 40 states of Biafra. So I thank you so much, Prabhu, and I just want to talk about one or two things based on the presentations that you all made. And one of those was the area of the symbols in the educational curriculum. That's a very good one, because we want Biafrans to be able to travel outside the United States of Biafra, go to other countries, and be able to participate and be able to recognize and be able to be part of what is happening in the global community. That was a very good one for you people to include in your curriculum. And I also listened to the section about the basic general education that has to do with different courses and classes that you have to teach at the JS levels and all that. I was very, very impressed with that. These are things you don't see in that country that we've exited. We exited Nigeria on 29 November 2024. Majority of what I hear here today was never included, never practiced
in the entity that we left. So I thank you all so much. I relate that general education section in your curriculum to where the other day I was watching something on social media where somebody presented it was a woman that was naked in the public park. She was naked near I think a bus or something, and then somebody wrote and said that, oh, we told you all you women, stop following rich men. Now look at this woman, she's naked in public. We don't know what this rich man that she followed has done to her. And when I saw that, that just rang a bell on the curriculum could you have that is going to address some of those things to teach our kids to know when people present with different problems, either in the public place and the person that wrote this, I believe, is an adult. When you see somebody that is naked in a public park, you must be able to know that that is a psychiatric problem. That's psychosis, active psychosis right there. And to train our kids, our children, on what to do when they see people like that, when they see situations like that, the actions to take, either to call emergency or to find a way to navigate to make sure that individual gets the help they need immediately in an emergency site section. So again, there's nothing that is left in our new nation. Nothing. You all cover that. You all cover that. And I'm very, very impressed. Very, very happy. So thank you so much. I keep doing what you were doing. Like I said, I'm just overwhelmed and very, very happy. Thank you so much. Again, the education department, and again, apart from the education department, all the different departments in the United States of Biafra government, we have about 19 to 20 departments that are handling different sections of the government. And I'm telling you, this is the tip of the iceberg of what you expect to see in Biafra land. So thank you so much.
Thank you, Excellency. Just to piggyback one simple thing in what you have said, you saw me shouting. I was so overwhelmed because it really touched a knot in my head. I am really, really high. I just want to, from what they have presented here, I know they have not completed everything that they have. I can smell, also correctional institution education and skill learning. The fact that someone is in a correctional facility, their education, if they're children or if they're adults, should not, be interrupted. They can even get their high school diploma and everything that they really want to be in life, because that's going to make a positive change in the society. I'm sure they have it. I know I'm not jumping the gun here, but I just want to touch it.
Yeah.
Thank you very much. DPM has really said it all.
Yeah, I think I heard that when they made mention of that, and I related that to the section where, from my own experience being here and being able to notice that they need to bridge the gap between people that fall out from school, young adults that fall out from school. They need to bridge that gap and put them back into the system is very, very important. I observed here sometimes when they drop out at that young adult age, it becomes difficult to reintegrate them, and that is one area that I'm going to be working on seriously, whether here or in homeland.
Anyway,
to ensure that when young adults, when they are like 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, things happen and they drop out of school. If they're younger, either some of them get pregnant and they drop out from school. The young males, anything can take them out from their normal school setting. Either
being in high school and maybe getting into drugs, and eventually that may trigger other psych problems which they cannot control. They need to bridge that gap. At that point, it's very, very important. So at that point, we should also be able to create a kind of program to assimilate them between that dropping out session in around 16, 17 and around 22, 23, 24. Because what I've noticed is that after they drop out from school, then they around age 22, 23, some of them, they feel ashamed to go back to school. So, and then some states have no structure for them to assimilate them. What we have is a program, a special program now for them to go back to that special program, but they don't go back to their normal high school. They now go to these special programs where they can now start trying to catch up. So for the United States of Biafra, I think I would recommend a quick, very fast program that can quickly assimilate them back into high school. Because being in that environment of children, of fellow young adults that go to school, I think it will give a more positive outcome than just allowing them to be in that special ed section where, not special ed, but special program where they want them to now stay there, do their GED and all that. Again, this is what I know is from experience. So I meet a lot of young patients who are in that window, and when I talk with them about going back to school, I hear the shame of not being prepared to now go back to school. And also I hear that they are not allowed to go back to high school where they stopped. So all that is something that I know in the United States of Biafra, we're going to implement a very quick program to pick them up wherever they are. Either they got pregnant and dropped out of school, or they got into drugs and dropped out of school, or they just got into bad gangs and dropped out of school. So once we catch them, we should be able to, through this special program, rehabilitate, reintegrate them immediately back to high school where they stopped, so that the school environment, I believe, we really condition them to now move them out to finish the program. So, but thank you so much. And again, talking about the Constitution, this is the United States of America Constitution, a little one. So the Education Department, Dr. Amalewa, I'm going to mail this to you eventually. The whole Constitution of the United States of America is condensed into this. So we should be able to have something like this for the United States of Biafra Constitution, whereby we condense it, whatever we have in that big book, we should be able to condense it to something like this. And it will be all over the United States of Biafra, all over, even outside, anyone. And government will sponsor things like this. You can always pick one, study that, go through that. So put that in one of your projects that we will be. Our constitution doesn't have to be the big book we have, which I know many of us are familiar with. Many Biafrans are already going through studying our constitution, getting used to that. But for convenience sake, we can compress that into something like this so that we can just pick it up and everyone, anywhere you go, most program. This one, I think I picked it up when I went on a program we have on the Tokade in Georgia, and it was everywhere. You can just pick it up. And then at your quiet time, it has all the different areas of the United States of America Constitution, Article 1, everything, all the articles are condensed into it. All the amendments, everything that we need to know, Article 4, Article 5, Article, everything. But it's just so handy. Thank you so much. So I'm going to find a way to send you all, the department, some or several copies of that, to use that to kind of condense the United States of Biafra Constitution, and if there are amendments that we make, we can also reflect that. All right, thank you so much. I think that brings, I don't know, we saw a couple of hands. We'll just take a few hands We have 4, 1, 2, 3, 4. For the education department, if you have questions, it has to be Secretary of Education or to any of the presenters, or something you want to ask or you want to add for the education department, please make it very brief, not more than 2 minutes. And then once we round off the education department session, we will go into the question and comment session for the United States of Biafra government. And before we do that, I will be able to, once you finish with education, introduce all the United States of Biafra cabinet members here present, so that when you ask questions, you can direct your question to the department that you want to have your question answered. Again, I'm not the only one that will answer the whole questions. That's why majority of the cabinet members are here present. Thank you so much. Let's go ahead and take the hands, and then we'll go to our question and comment section.
Okay, the first hand here is Ugama Prosper. Please unmute yourself. Ugama Prosper, are you here? Okay, meanwhile, Jennifer Okata, get ready. Jennifer Okata, if you're ready, please unmute yourself.
Okay.
Oh, Jennifer, excuse me, Jennifer Okata, Ugama Prosper. Okay. All right.
Good day to you all. Good day to you, my Deputy Prime Minister. Good day to you all, the cabinet members. My name is Mr. Ugama Prosper. From Edo State, the SSG to Edo State government. I want to direct my question to the education department. I suggest, or maybe, I don't know if they have discussed this before I came in, but I want to ask if there's anywhere they include something like a defensive skill in the curriculum. Why? Because as we are having our own nation, we know that we'll be facing much aggression from our neighboring countries. So if there's anywhere they include a kind of defensive skill to teach our children, younger ones, how to defend themselves if they encounter any external attack or internal attack by foreigners, so I want to ask if there is any room for that, if they included something like that. Thank you very much.
Yes, it is there. Maybe we have talked about it by the time we came. When we are talking about 1 year training for all the youths. So every Biafra child must be trained on how to defend him or herself. At least for 3 months to have the basic skill. It's different from those who want to join the army, join the military, and all those. This one is compulsory for everyone.
Okay, thank you very much. I'm clear. Thank you.
Next person, Jennifer Okata.
Yes, good day from here, all Biafran, especially our DPM. I thank you very much for what you are doing. Yes, being an educationist myself, I would say that this education department, they have really done a fantastic and holistic work. I'm so much excited. In fact, I can't wait to see the realization of this fantastic program. Having said this, though my network gave me a lot of problem, I couldn't get all. But looking at the 1 year training, national training, before transiting into the university, is a very laudable one, very, very laudable one.
Yes, if I am.
Part that giving it only 1 year.
Okay.
Finally out. Maybe you should try and come back. Next person, please. Mazi Honorable Olisa. What happened?
Olisa Meka Ejendo.
Okay, over to you, please.
Can you hear me?
Yes, very well.
Yeah, well, you can see my view. Okay. Yeah, thank you very much. Thank you very much, the education team. Minister of Education and Cabinet, you did well. You really packaged this our curriculum very well. Thank you very much. Thank you for your good work. I'm following the whole thing from day one. Then you can start it. And you guys did a very good work in the second one. But that's one thing I don't know if you guys implemented it or I missed it. You were saying about free education. So I don't know the level. Is it from secondary, maybe from the kindergarten, nursery stage to the secondary stage, or is both all of them from the university stage? That's my one question. Then that's a question. Then I'm suggesting if you people have not included in it, it will be fine to from university level, higher school, colleges, which is HND, and university. Let us have a system called student finance. Okay? But let us have a student finance. In that student finance, all students will have a loan. If you are 18 upwards, if you are that right age of entering a college, you must have student finance. In that student finance, you will use it. If you drop any class because you are sick, because you are pregnant, or anything, that student finance will be on hold. That's what we call intimation. You will be intimated. Then that school will now report to the student finance that you are intimated due to some reasons. Whenever you come back, you alert your school. Then your school will now alert your student finance, and you will see continue. Then after you complete your education, 5 years, 6 years, no matter the year, and you are employed in a certain salary, the government or the student finance will be collecting either 5% of your salary until you complete that money. That's why it's called a student loan. Thank you. If it's not, I don't know if, because I did not hear it when you guys were to say it. Yeah, thank you.
All right, thank you, Honorable Olisabe. The question that you asked, that was addressed completely, even beyond what you have asked for. I don't know, do we have time for one of the presenters to just maybe in a minute, just round up? Please, in this program, when people come in late here and they start asking us questions on what we have treated completely, because we have a lot to do today. Today is also question and answer. Please just ask, has this been treated? If they say yes or no, then you know it has been treated. We don't want us to be taken back. But in this this particular one, if any of the presenters, we want to give a minute, round up, for the patient that you have, which has been completely addressed earlier. Thank you very much.
Very sorry.
Okay. Yeah, so just in response to the question, we mentioned from the primary to the secondary level is free. And then for the first degrees, so first degrees are also free for Biafrans. And then masters and PhD, that's where individuals have to take the responsibility or
addition to that, I think the question and the comment from the last speaker resonates, which is financial training is lacking in so many places. And I would like the education department to look into that. Sometimes we don't have any particular course that teaches you how to maintain good credit score, how to manage the funds you have, how to not spend above your limit, how to balance what you earn and what you spend, how to start earning money at an earlier stage in your life. It might be a part-time basis, maybe starting work at age 13, 14, 15, even if it's 2 hours every day. You just make that responsibility, that duty that children are going to get used to, that self-responsibility, self-reliance, your earning salary under your name, even if it's 2 hours a week. But being in a system that is going to be teaching you about the corporate world, about how to earn salary, how to spend your salary, it is lacking, even in most Western countries. So I would like the education department to inculcate that into the United States of Biafra curriculum. Thank you, sir.
Noted, my dear.
Thank you.
Okay, the next person is Gauzier Jonathan. Can you please unmute yourself?
Thank you so much, Honorable Dan. Thank you. I just want to greet everyone again, also greet all Biafrans. Honorable Secretary of Education, and Dr. Henry, I greet you thank you very much for this insightful presentation. I'm sharing your vision for the future of education in Biafra, commitment for developing a strong educational system for us, for the future generation of Biafrans. I found this discussion very inspiring and informative. So I am also trying to make few questions here as the Secretary of Youth and Sports, which the youth is also involved when it comes to education. There are some of the things I want to just chip in to know how the educational department is preparing for Biafrans when it comes to sports. You mentioned it, but I also want to get a little bit of insight as well as also make sure that Biafrans listening now and those that will listen to this video later will also know that the educational department is well prepared for Biafrans across the board. Let me just a little bit of my background so I can build this thing a little bit to come into there. I'm happy to be opportune to have 2 degrees in sports science and physical education, my bachelor's degree on that. Originally, I was supposed to be a student, a pharmaceutical student, but I choose my path again in different science. Also have my master's degree in sports science with specialization in physical and performance management. So this background prepared me professionally to bridge the gap between biological science of sports, including the physiology, biomechanical, and sports psychology. Also give me a good background of operational, administrative, and performance management aspects of the sports industry in general. There are some players right now that has played for like Super Eagles, which are our Biafran backgrounds. After sports, they have nothing to fall back to. So the education practice, my educational background based on my own has prepared me very well for elite level responsibility worldwide. I still have some of the courses that I go for that I've been since here and there. UEFA will send me to just go get this idea, bring back to. So that is why I'm able to do what I'm doing right now in the sports industry in my base in Norway. Again, players like you and Mata, so many people that listen to this that knows these players. These are players with high level of education. Vincent Kompany, the current coach of Bayern Munich, he has master's degree in business administration. George Cellini, so many players, Andre Nesta, Frank Lampard, Romelu Lukaku, these guys are well educated. For example, somebody like Romelu Lukaku is a linguistic. He speaks around 5 languages and also have a degree in tourism and public relations. It will for example, has sports and brand management. So my question will go just this way to know how open Biafran educational department will be for as we continue to discuss the future of education and youth development. Is there any strategic plan to establish a world-class education curriculum on sports department to specialize and focus on something sports science, sports management, so to be able to prepare our young athletes and youth that will be, going through the sports department? What is the plan to cooperate with the sports department in this curriculum, considering the global growth of sports industry right now, which is huge, and Biafra is blessed with so many talented young athletes that at the end of the day we want them to have a good background, both academically and sports-wise. So is there any plan to be able to broaden this the curriculum to be able to have what we have like here in Norway? We have like a sports curriculum that people that goes through the sports department, they study that, to prepare them for what will be after the football life. Thank you so much.
Okay, just to quickly respond to you, there is a Department of Art, Sports and Culture. And apart from that, when they will be doing their 1-year training, it is part of the package. It's not just those who are interested. Everybody has to be part of it. But there's a department for that.
Yeah, I hope you understand the question, because one year program is completely a different thing from preparing.
No, I'm saying apart from the 1-year program.
Can I help? I know what he's talking about. Please, can we have you in our department, because we have some knowledge that
actually, let me just chip in this now. Let me just say this so you will be able to know. I am currently going to be. I'm invited to 2 countries right now in Africa, Uganda and Rwanda, to help them develop their sports department. So we are kind of a group of specialists, professors, people who have been in this industry for years, just to help them develop their curriculum right now in Makerere University in Uganda. We just it's still on something that is going on, but like I said, it's very important that we have this department that takes care of our athletes, youth. That because some people, if you look at it in the 60s, 70s, 80s, 90s, when you are playing sports, for example, back in the zoo, they will automatically see you as a criminal, because people think that people that play sports, they have no knowledge or they cannot. And that is what, if you look at the current test players of that comes from our tribes, like our Igbos that plays for the Super Eagles of the Zoological Republic, they have nothing to give back to the society, because at the end of the day, they just play football for just playing football. So they make money, but they don't know how to reinvest that back in the community, or be able to replicate what they have learned to teach the next generation. Only one person I can tell you that person is making the whole sports industry shake, and he's quiet and he's working, because I am aware of it. He was before in Chelsea. That is Mike Emenalo, because he's well educated. He played to the highest level, played for Super Eagles, and ended up now changing the football in Saudi Arabia. If you see what is going on in Saudi Arabia, it's an evil man that is behind it, and that is Mike Emenalo. So the reason why I'm saying is because this industry is huge. Yeah, so it will develop a lot in Biafra. It will help a lot. So next year I'm going to be going to these 2 countries that I mentioned about, just to teach some part of the sports exercise, and just to share something, give some of the idea, bring some experts that will also help them develop their curriculum. That's why I asked this question, because it's important. Sports is huge, it's big, and it's so much that so many that Biafra can even build a nation out of it, apart from the money that will come from oil and gas. Yeah. Thank you so much.
Thank you very much.
Thank you so much. Yeah.
Can I respond?
Who is that?
Honorable Henry.
Yeah, I wanted to, because we have so many now, so we have to move on.
Yes.
And
we just take it on board. We have heard what you said.
Thank you so much.
Yeah, it's honorable. what I wanted to add is if we can give you the area what we have done in sports, we believe in interdisciplinary approach, because so you look at what we have and then you can also come to us and see how you can make it better. Yes.
Yeah, so that's what I really wanted to say right now.
Yeah, thank you so much.
Thank you so much, Honorable the United States of Biafra Secretary of Sports. And then again, some of the things you presented are some things that are very, very unique. But I know the United States of Biafra, we're going to have that interdisciplinary engagement that Honorable Henry has said, whereby the sports department should be able to have a sports education department that should be able to submit the sports curriculum to the education department, even the health department. There are certain things that happen in schools where if a kids get sick, there are permissions that may be needed to treat kids that are in school. There are requirements that may not allow certain things to be done without the parental consent to treat those things in school. So even from the health department, we're going to have the input from the health department to the schools, to the education department on things they can do and things they cannot do. So Dr. Palaba, you should be able to also liaise with the sports secretary, the education secretary, the finance secretary, to be able to pull out those basic input from their own department that we will input into the educational sector of the United States of Biafra. Again, thank you so much, Honorable, because I know you have a wealth of experience in what you're doing. The United States of Biafra truly appreciate that. And hopefully, maybe in our next question section, the sports section, should be able to be there to present. But I think the 4 hands that are up, we can quickly take that so that we go into the question and comment section.
Please limit your questions to maybe perhaps
So
1
let's
minute.
go to the, I don't know if the hands that are up and they still want to talk about the education.
Is this still about education? I have 4 hands now. Before I said we were going to end with the 4 hands. That 4 hands is completed and this is a new 4 hands.
So let's go. Let's just take this 4 hands. Please, nobody should raise their hand.
Please, don't raise your hand again so that when we get to the next one. Okay, the next is go ahead. Michelle, please unmute yourself. Yeah, go ahead of mission, unmute yourself. And meanwhile, Honorable Benchix, please get ready. Go ahead of mission. Are you here? Okay, Honorable Benchix, if you're ready, can you please take the mic?
Well, thank you so much. Thank you.
Oh, okay, Honorable Benchix, please hold it. Go ahead of mission is here now. Over to you, go ahead of mission.
All right, good evening, everyone. My DPM and everybody working tirelessly to see our new nation to become great. May God bless all of you. I'm so happy what I had this evening. I'm so I don't know how to express my joy. But I have a question. Based on the educational curriculum, I was the one that asked our leader, Mazen Nandekano, how are they going to be doing our what do they call it after to finish their education, their youth service. Official, he said that we are not going to have the kind of youth service the zoo are having, that everybody must go into military training. And I'm happy to have it this evening. But what I'm saying here, I think 3 months is too small for somebody to learn, because we have to be learning even when it's conflict. Maybe a nation wants to invade us. Maybe we are in a shortage of military, so the people on training has to switch in. I think 3 months is too small. Why can't 6 months? That's my own suggestion. Then my another question is this. I believe by the special grace of God, with the wisdom God has given to us, we will make our nation more greater than South Africa and so many other nations. What of the foreigners who come and study in our space? Are they going together with us in forces training after the school? Please, I would like to hear more about that. When foreigners come to study in our space, will they also go the same training with us? Thank you and God bless you all.
I think that question
we have heard you and we will discuss it. We will put it under discussion.
God bless you all.
Thank you so much. Let me quickly answer the final aspect of that question. The United States of Biafra is a country that is open to everyone. As long as you come into the country, you follow our constitution, you respect the laws of the United States of Biafra, you will have the benefit that you are not supposed to have. That's why we have our constitution. When you go through our constitution, there are different categories and different processes to become a United States of Biafra citizen. There are different There are different processes to be able to do that. And in each step of the way, every visitor, immigrant to the United States of Biafra must be respected. The human rights must be respected. As long as the person respects the laws that are the United States of Biafra. So when it comes to the education, if we have legal immigrants in the United States of Biafra land, they will get, their children will get education. We cannot stop their children from getting education from the United States of Biafra land. As long as they abide by the laws of the United States of Biafra. Remember, it is a global community. It is a global world. We cannot have the United States of Biafra. I said it is only going to be for Biafra citizens. No. We have the immigration department. I think our Honorable Marquis can talk a little bit on that. As long as people meet the criteria to be United States of Biafra green card holders or citizens or whatever our constitution says, they are allowed, they have the right to make sure that they also benefit from the United States of Biafra land. Yes.
Thank you.
Let's go to the next person.
Yeah. The next person is Ben Chooks. Honorable Ben Chooks.
Thank you so much, Honorable. Good evening, Your Excellency, DPM. Just quickly, Education Department, you are doing wonderful, wonderful, great. Something I just wanted to chip in to remind you, I don't know if you had that or you carry it on board, like what Mazian said. Before we hit the ground, did you have anything on board to build something like, so we can have in every county in Biafra land, a kind of orientation center where adults and young people will go to in order for them to change their orientation, their mind, because you have done a great danger to us so much. Do you have something of that in your on board? I don't know. Thank you.
Well, anyone of you, Education Department, want to tackle?
Yeah, let me respond to that. What we're talking about here is education. Education is sexual orientation. So you don't jump it. We have said the education starts from preschool to primary to secondary to university. By the time a child is trained and goes through all those processes, automatically he will be oriented or he will be changed. He become a dynamic person. He become different from the two. So there's nothing like creating a different center for orientation or something like that. But the education system is planned in such a way that at the end of the day we will have a sound citizen with a sound mind because of a sound curriculum. Thank you.
Thank you very much. The next is Gregory Obuju. Just hold on. After Gregory Obuju, Jennifer Okata. Jennifer Okata has spoken before. Are you coming back?
Yes, it's because I was speaking and my network kicked me out, so I didn't hear the response.
Okay. Gregory Obuju, just hold on. Now Jennifer Okata, you came back. Can you just complete where you were before?
Yes. What I was saying was concerned the national 1 year national training that will be given. So what I was saying was that the duration, the time 1 year is too short. If possible, it can be given more time, considering the comprehensive nature of the program. That's what I have. Then the second one has to do with though that article has not been presented, maybe I will wait next time when they present. That's concerning the teacher training and the teacher motivation, because I know that however good all these policies that we have, if the implementers, which happen to be the teachers or the educators, are not being catered for, then we will not achieve. So that area is so important to me. Maybe when the article is presented, then I will add my own version on that.
Okay.
For now.
Okay.
That's what I have. I am presenting of our states. SST. Thank you.
Thank you very much. Education Department, you've heard this. If you don't have it, you can inculcate it into what you're going to present next time. For now, yes, we are taking notes. Yes, thank you very much. So the next person I'm stopping now is Gregory Obuju. Easy. We already completed the numbers that we had before. So you're going to wait in the next section when we start the question and answer. So Gregory, over to you. You're going to be the last time to talk. Thank you very much.
Thank you so much, Assistant Dean. My greetings to Biafrans. I salute our DPM and all the cabinet. My greetings to the education department this evening. So my question is, please, in the country where we are coming out from, private school have destroyed public school. So is there any plan to make sure that the public school will stand very strong, and the private schools, like in the country where we're coming from, where the politicians, every politician comes school, private university, private secondary school, and some private churches, done all those things, and now the public schools are completely destroyed. So what is the next plan? Is there any plan to make sure that the public school is more stronger than even the private schools? Thank you. That is my question.
Okay. Just to quickly respond to you, it is part of the package we have that all our government schools will be of standard and is going to be free. And if any private school is going to operate under their fund, and it will be according to our terms. And not every private school will be qualified actually to run in Biafra, because some of them we need to censor them. So all these are in place when we start now doing the practicality of the curriculum. So they will be, but the government school will be very strong, and it will be maintained, and teachers properly trained and paid for them to do what they're supposed to do. Not some teachers having a shop trading in Onitsha market while the students are busy lodging up and down. We will not entertain it. Thank you. Thank you very much. Her Excellency, I think we're going to go to the second part of our program. Excuse me, Madam Stella, please. We had this easy way that came in after we've ended up the last 4 hands. You will talk, but we're going to go to the second part of our program today. Please bear with us. Thank you very much. Thank you very much. One more time, Education Department. Thank you. Your presentation. Yeah. Thank you. The second part of our program today is that of questions and answer. We're going to start with the introduction of the cabinet members of the United States of Biafra. I will start with Her Excellency. Is that good? Good to go?
Yes.
All right. Over to you, or should I continue?
If you want to introduce the cabinet members, that'll be okay.
Okay. The cabinet members here, please raise your hands, and then so that I can go, sequentially. I don't know how it's arranged here. Please, cabinet members in the house, please raise your hands, and then so that I could go through that. All right. Raise your hand, and let's do it, fast. Thank you very much. I'm going to start with Honorable Gozie Jonathan. Please unmute yourself and then introduce yourself.
Thank you so much once again, Honorable Dan. Greetings, Biafrans. My name is Gozie Jonathan. I'm the Honorable of the Secretary of Youth and Sports Department. Thank you so much.
Thank you very much. Next is Honorable Ngozi Akpaleme.
Okay, I have already introduced myself. Dr. Ngozi Akpaleme, the Secretary of Education. Thank you for listening to me today. I feel really honored. Thank you.
Thank you very much. Thank you for that. Next is Honorable Apostle Dr. Steve. Over to you.
Thank you so much, Honorable Fandi, and greetings to Your Excellency and every cabinet member here and all of your friends. I am Apostle Dr. Steve. I'm the Deputy Director of Media Freedom and Monitoring. Thank you.
Thank you very much. Next is Honorable Henry. Over to you.
Hello, fellow friends. I'm Honorable Henry, Deputy Education Secretary.
Thank you very much. Next is Honorable Francis Mbadile.
I'm Dr. Mbadile. I'm the Deputy Secretary for Health and Human Services.
Thank you very much. Next is Honorable Mark Peace.
Hello, I am Adeze Eze, the mouthpiece of the Gods of Biafra, the Secretary of Interior and Homeland Security. Thank you.
Thank you very much. Next is Honorable Teddy Emegama.
Secretary of Interior and Homeland Security.
What is going on there? It seems like
somebody has to, have to get this.
Okay, I will take over to you. I will tell you over to you.
My name is Teddy. Deputy Secretary, Oil and Gas Department.
Thank you very much.
I think we can Honorable Reverend Anene.
Where in my phone?
It was beforehand. Tell you, but that's okay. Honorable Anene, go ahead. Again, we have the secretaries and we have the deputy secretaries. Let's first take the secretaries of the different departments, and then we are going to take their deputies. Honorable Ebenezer Anene, go ahead, please.
Can you hear me?
Yes.
Okay, this is Reverend Ebenezer Anene,
Secretary of Housing, Urban Development and Infrastructure.
Thank you so very much. Dr. Canellis, go ahead. Nana.
Is he here? Nana. Oh, Amit, your son?
I saw him. Let's go to he's ready. Let's go to Honorable Ada Eze. Go ahead. You already introduced yourself? No, mute yourself. Well, we cannot hear you.
Yes, good evening, my DPM. Good evening, fellow Biafrans. I'm in a noisy environment, so I won't be able to talk that much.
No, just introduce yourself, that's all.
Yeah, thank you so much. I am the Secretary of Water Resources and Environmental Management for the United States of Biafra. Thank you so much.
Thank you so much. Let's go to our Princess Uduak. Go ahead and introduce.
Good evening, afternoon from my location. Good evening, Biafrans. Good evening, my DPM and all honorables in the house. My name is Princess Uduak Yoro, and I'm the Secretary for Community and Social Services. Greetings, everyone.
Thank you very much.
Honorable Teddy already talked, right?
Yes.
Okay, great. Let's go to Honorable Isaboma. Honorable Isaboma, go ahead, please. Yeah, not talk. Okay, I think that's Teddy, right? Honorable Henry, go ahead.
Is that myself? Is that myself?
Yeah, HRM.
Okay. Because of the it is from here, my DPM and cabinet members and secretaries. My name is Henry Ahasubike. I am Senior Bureau Officer, Department of Foreign Affairs, United States of Ghana.
Okay. Thank you very much. DPM, what sequence you have?
Yeah, it don't matter. You can go ahead.
Okay, we had Honorable Ada Eze before, so, and then Honorable Ada Eze, can you please unmute yourself? Let me get you, then I continue sequentially.
Good evening, everyone. Good evening, Biafran. Good evening, my DPM and all the honorable cabinet members and all Biafrans present. My name is Ada Eze. I'm the Foreign Affairs Director, United States of Biafra. Thank you and God bless. I'm waiting for you all for our 30th of May anniversary in Washington, D.C. I can't wait to see you all over here. Thank you.
Thank you very much. Next is, I think I have Mbasike. Mbasike, can you unmute yourself?
Okay, good evening, everybody from here. I greet you from Ghana. My DPM, I greet you, I greet everybody here, dear fans.
Sorry, hold on. Are you a cabinet member?
Yeah.
Yeah, in Omambala State.
Okay, what position in Omambala?
Arts, culture, and tourism.
Okay, so you are the state cabinet member. Okay, that's okay.
My name is Egwatu.
Okay.
Yeah.
Thank you so much. Let's go to the next person.
Thank you. The next is Smiley Amuzie.
Good evening, everyone from here, and I thank our DPM and Famdian, and then all the honorable members in the house. I am Mazi Smile Amuzie, the Deputy Secretary of Interior and Homeland Security. Thank you.
Thank you. Next is Honorable Akbale.
and logistics. They're all welcome.
Thank you very much. That is Eze Obama. Eze Obama has, I think, no, okay. Eze Obama, over to you.
Good evening, Your Excellency, and of all the members of the honorable, all the honorable members of the House. I greet you all. Mmadụ Vincent, PhD, Eze Obama, Durunwashi Nemelo, CSO to the Secretary of State, Homeland.
Okay. All right. Thank you very much. Thank you. Next is H.E.S. Aludo.
Yeah, good evening, Your Excellency, and good evening, all cabinet members. I am State of Aludo Governor, Apostle Kejuwabai.
Okay. Thank you.
If there are other state governors, commissioners, you can also introduce yourself. Before we start.
Okay. Meanwhile, let me go ahead. My name is Pharmacist Diana M.A. I'm the Secretary of Finance, Economic Development, and Trade. Thank you very much. So if we have, we have Moro Dubisi.
Then Honorable Jidal, you're going to go next.
Good evening, my honorable house. I greet you, ma. My name is Olon Dubisi from Aguda State, the governor of Aguda State. Thank you.
Thank you so much. Next is where did they say Jidal for? Okay, Honorable Jidal for Machie, over to you.
Good evening, fellow cabinet members. My name is Jidal for Machie. I am the Minister of Commerce and Industry of Anambra State.
Thank you very much.
All cabinet members, raise your hand and introduce yourself, please. Okay, go ahead.
Yes, okay. The next hand that I have here is Honorable Mazi Olisa Emeka.
Yeah, if I'm the Olisa Emeka,
No. Listen. I am great in Igbo language and I still teach it. It didn't show up. It had ... for the remaining. Okay.
All right. Sorry. Good evening, everybody. Good evening, DPM. Good evening, all the executive. I'm Chief Mazi Olisa Emeka Ijundo. I'm the Honorable Commissioner for Lands, Land Development, Ikemba State. Thank you very much.
Okay, thank you very much, Ikemba State. Next is Israel. Israel, please unmute yourself.
Good evening, all. My special Honorable DPM, the Governor of Ibani State.
Ibani State, Governor. Thank you very much. Honorable Luke Iwunze.
Good evening, Your Excellency, or good morning, rather. Greetings, great Biafrans. My name is Luke Iwunze. I am the head of mission for Australia and Oceania. Thank you.
Thank you very much. Next is Honorable Benchix Agubosen.
Yeah, good evening, dear friends. My name is Benchix Agubosen, the head of mission, United Kingdom.
Thank you very much. Next is Ogama Prosper. Oh, no, hold on, please. Next is Honorable Chief Operator.
Good evening, everyone. Good evening, my DPM. Good evening, Fratana. Good evening, everyone. My name is Chief Obara. I'm the head of mission in Austria and also Commissioner of Port Mebu State in
diaspora. Thank you, everyone.
Thank you very much. And next is Governor of State of Ikemba. Amen.
Good evening, everyone. Good evening, our Honorable Deputy Prime Minister, Dr. Ngozo Abeze. Good evening, Queen Gilbert and Dan. Good evening, all cabinet members and all United States of Biafra citizens. Amwada Kirudunu, Governor State of Ikemba.
Thank you very much. Next is Ogama. Ogama Prosper.
Okay, thank you very much once again. I really appreciate all the fans that are here. My thanks to Deputy Prime Minister and other cabinet members. By the grace of God, I'm Mr. Ogama Prosper, the State Secretary of Elder States.
Thank you very much.
All the cabinet, expanded cabinet members, raise your hands and introduce yourself. Go ahead.
Next is Congo Head of Mission.
Good evening, everyone from Congo. May God bless every cabinet members. May God bless our life and give us good health and good wisdom to make our nation great. By the grace of God, my name is Christopher Siobi, the head of mission of Congo. God bless you all.
Thank you very much. Next is Bishop Wise. Bishop Wise.
Good evening from here, from Zambia. Your Excellency, good evening from here. Good evening, cabinet members, dear friends on the space. We greet you all from here. I'm the head of mission Zambia. Thank you.
Thank you very much. Next is Mbasike. Did I call him Mbasike before? Yes. Mbasike is art, culture and tourism. Omambara. I did. Okay.
Next person.
Yeah. Next person. Just give me a second. Next person is Dorothy Ngozi Okafor. Go ahead. Unmute yourself.
Hello. Good evening, all Black fans. Good evening, Your Excellency. From our dad. Good evening, other people. Sorry. And also, state of Georgia administrator.
Yeah.
You were breaking up.
Oh, you're breaking up. We didn't hear you very well.
I'm so sorry. Maybe not that kind of location. Can you hear me now?
Yes, I can hear you now. Go ahead.
Can you hear me?
Yes, very well.
My name is Dorothy Ngozi Okafor. Yeah, I am the Ikemba, State of Ikemba Director General, Biafra Correctional Services, and also I am USB State of Ikemba State of Georgia Administrator USA. Thank you, everyone.
Thank you very much. Next is Mazi Atsiko.
Good evening, Biafra. Good evening, cabinet members. Good evening, my honorable DPM. I'm then Mazi ICO. I'm the county chairman Acharaga in Set of Olu and also PRO, United States of Biafra here in UAE family. Thank you.
Thank you very much. Next is Emeka Okafor.
Yeah, good evening, everyone. My name is Emeka Okafor. I'm head of Department of Economic Development under Finance.
Thank you very much. And next is Faith Enke.
Good day, good evening. I greet everyone. My DPM, I greet you. Our wonderful mother, Diana, I greet you. I greet all the cabinet members and everyone here. My name is Faith Nkwanta. I am the state administrative for North Carolina and also support US unofficially as continental assistance as needed. If anybody needs me, shout out to me. Thank you.
Thank you very much. Next is Adendo Osumoke. Are you here? Yeah. Okay, go ahead.
Good evening, great Biafrans. My name is Honorable Adendo Osumoke. I'm the Deputy Head of Mission for the Belgian Mission.
Belgium. Okay, thank you so much. I think that's the last hand that I see here. Is there anyone else here?
Any other cabinet member or secretary of any department present here? Because you're going to be taking questions that relates to either your state or your department or otherwise.
Okay, for now, that's it.
Okay. Thank you so much. There's a hand up.
Okay. Ogebulam Pascal.
Good evening, everyone. My name is Ogebulam Pascal. I'm the Deputy Head of Mission in France and the Commissioner of Information of the State of Olo.
Thank you very much. And then, okay. Yeah. Next person is Maazi Carlo.
Good evening, man. Good evening. Maazi Carlo. Thank you, man.
What for the state of Aludo? What are you?
Yes, for Aludo. Thank you, man.
Okay, thank you so much. I think that's it for now. That's it. That's all the hands that we have, Excellency.
All right. Thank you so much, family.
You're welcome.
All right. Thank you so much, everyone. We're gonna go from this to this second phase of the question and comment session, which was really the main reason why this Zoom was scheduled today. But again, we've already taken that time to permit the United States of Biafra Education Department to present just a small portion of what they are doing, which many people here were so excited about. And again, welcome to the second phase of this question and comment session for the United States of Biafra government. I welcome everyone here today. As we all realize today, we had a successful one-day voluntary sit at home today. That was huge in the 40 states of Biafra.
He failed again.
My goodness. Biafrans are so excited that they keep on trashing the Nigerian state. They keep on putting them in the trash every second. They keep on trashing Soludo, Oti, Mbawifuru, Uzodimma, Peter, and all the legitimized governors in the 40 state of Biafra. You keep failing every day with your Biafra agents that are spewing propaganda and lies across the internet. So again, I think Biafrans today, it was a successful, almost 101% compliance with the voluntary one-day sit at home by all the United States of Biafra citizens. This was unprecedented. Again, Biafrans, remember a few days ago, Nigerian president, our neighboring country, Tinubu, and one of their agents in Biafra land, called Charles Soludo, was threatening Biafrans, telling them that if their shops are locked on Monday today, they will pay, was it 2 or 3 million naira or something like that? How much?
That's crazy.
So that was the threat from Tinubu and Christopher Musa and Charles Soludo
and their agents in Biafra territory, the legitimized governors, they were forcefully telling Biafra, you must open your shop today, Monday. Charles Soludo was threatening my citizens that today, Monday, they must open the shop or they will pay either 1 or 2 million naira, something like that.
And that's
20 million naira.
Oh, was it 20? Okay.
Yes.
20 million naira fine, that's what I saw.
So again, today, Biafrans relegated Soludo to trash. He and his Biafran agents, people like Jobika, people like the criminal Iken Guruago, aka Chibuze Ngwadu, people like those mediocres, illiterates that the Nigerian state uses to spew the terrorist propaganda, which Donald Trump has talked about, that the Nigerian government, these people that kill Christians, that kill indigenous Nigerians, they use the propaganda to intimidate other people. And that was why the United States of America changed their tactics on how they deal with Nigeria, because they know they sent some mediocres and illiterates, like people like Ike Gurago, people like Jobika, people like Ejele, some of these criminal illiterates that are not.
Are we going to do another airplane?
They send them out. Can you make yourself they send people out to spew lies on the internet. And those lies they spew, the world now have seen. That the real terrorist is the Nigerian state. The real terrorist is the Nigerian state. So again, I just want to use the opportunity to thank their clients for a successful Monday sit at home. All the 40 states of Biafra territory was under lock and key.
All wonderful deal. Eh?
Who is talking? Can you make that person talking? All the 40 states of Biafra was under lock and key today. Because the only state of Biafra citizens have rejected the Nigerian terrorist state. So again, I want to use this opportunity to first and foremost thank Biafrans for taking this freedom, this new nation, this new Christian nation that was declared on November 29th, 2024 in Latin Finland, taking that freedom in their hand and also confronting any element, any criminal that want to disrupt or attack this freedom which we already got. And that was one of the reasons why there is massive, successful Monday sit at home in the 40 states of Biafra territory. Despite Tinubu, Christopher Musa, the Nigeria state, their plot and plan to attack our freedom. Biafrans are now directly confronting the terrorist state of Nigeria. And let me be very, very clear to Biafrans, nothing is left of Nigeria. You don't need to be afraid of anything. The people, anything left of Nigeria are just some riffraffs that they give AK-47, they reintegrate. Some of these reintegrated terrorists that Tinubu brought into Nigeria, gave them AK-47, moved them to different parts of Nigeria to terrorize the people, to kill the Christians, and to occupy forcefully, to Islamize the whole Nigeria. Today, we heard from Mike Arnold that Nigeria is now the ISIS command headquarters. That is what it is. I saw it somewhere on Twitter. ISIS had made Nigeria their headquarters. That is why you see the constant behavior. Can you mute your phone, please, everyone? That was why we have the beheading of Christians. Recently, many of us saw the beheading of that teacher within the week in front of the children, in front of the pupil. The teacher that teaches mathematics in one of the schools in Nigeria was beheaded by the reintegrated terrorists that was brought into Nigeria by Tinubu, Christopher Musa, Bianco, Jupu Ono, Peter Mba, Oti, all these people. They are the politicians that are working with the Nigerian state. Either they are contesting for election using a political party that have been declared as a terrorist organization by a Canadian court. All Nigerian political parties have been declared as a terrorist organization. So anybody, anyone contesting for any position using any of the political parties in Nigeria is a terrorist. They are contesting under a terrorist organization. PDP, APC, ABGA, ADC, all of the political parties under Nigeria has been declared legally as a terrorist organization by a Canadian court. I need everyone listening to me to be fully aware of that. So, Peter Obi, you can jump from APC to PDP to ADP to UDP to ABGA to all that. Soludo, you can jump from ABGA to APC to all political parties in Nigeria has been declared legally as a terrorist organization. We have the document for some of the legal department that have been asking for those documents. I'm gonna ask the Honorable Uche and Christopher to forward those documents to them. The legal ruling from court, the Canada court, declaring APC, PDP, any Nigerian political party, and anyone that has belonged to this party at any point in time as a terrorist. So, it is not a new thing that what these people are doing is bringing terrorism to Biafra. We will never allow a terrorist political party in the United States of Ghana. The Biafran people, it is your task to ensure that any political party under the Nigeria state does not have any space in Biafra forest states. So today we had a successful Monday sit at home. Despite the threat from the Nigerian government, thank you. Despite the threat from Charles Soludo, I believe now Charles Soludo will be hiding his face in shame. Where is Charles Soludo? He should be hiding his face in shame. After the threat, he unleashed on innocent Biafrans a few days ago, telling them that if they close their shop today, they are going to pay. He is going to impose a fine of almost 20 million or 3 million to the Biafran. Biafrans have known that this guy has no reason to be in Biafran territory as we speak. Soludo must leave Biafra land. He must leave. It's just a matter of time. Legally, Soludo and Tinubu and Christopher Musa and the reintegrated caliphate from Sokoto, they are currently forcefully occupying the Christian nation of the United States of Biafra. We have peacefully written to them to leave because we declared our independence on November 29, 2024 in Latin Finland. Over 50 million Biafrans voted, both online and at home, through a self-referendum to exit Nigeria. Over 1,500 converged in Finland between November 29th and December the 3rd, and over 500 put their signature in that declaration document to exit Nigeria. As we speak, any element of Nigeria in the foreign state of Biafra, they are forcefully, illegally occupying a foreign land. And they must leave. They must leave. They will leave. We will make them leave. because they are killing our people. We thank our allies, especially the United States of America, for recognizing that Nigeria is a terrorist state. The United States of America bombed Nigeria, Sokoto on December 25, 2024, and this May. We are the second in command of ISIS, who was being shielded by Tinubu, Bianco, Jubu, Christopher Musa, Charles Solu, that they were hiding them in Nigeria. They were hiding them. They were hiding the ISIS second in command in Nigeria. Thank God, the United States of America took the guy out last week. After Tinubu has told the world that the guy is dead, what is the reason for declaring somebody dead? Two reasons. Either you want to shield the guy from public so that nobody knows what he's doing, so that he can continue to train, recruit, reintegrate, rehabilitate non-terrorists in Nigeria, which is what Tinubu and this second in command has done for the past 7 years. So right now, this guy that was eliminated by the United States of America last week has radicalized over 10,000, almost 50,000 militant radicals that are ready to attack the United States of America any day and attack Israel any day. That is exactly what the Nigerian government has done. When they told the world that this guy was dead 2 years ago, and that was a lie. The guy was eliminated last week by Donald Trump. Thank you so much, Donald Trump. Thank you, America. Thank you for making the world a better place. Thank you for confronting the criminal. Thank you for confronting the terrorists that rendered indigenous Nigerians so helpless. They have nobody, nowhere to turn to, except to the United States of America, Republicans, not Democrats, Republicans. Because under the Democrats, Secretary Blinken, on his way to Nigeria, removed Nigeria from a country of special interest, from a country of particular concern. From the moment Secretary Blinken did that, over 20,000 Nigerians, indigenous, have been murdered by the Sokoto Caliphate. So thank you so much, the Republican Party of the United States of America. And I want to use this opportunity to remind everyone, the Republican primaries is coming up on June the 16th. Please, Biafrans in Georgia, go out, please, and vote for the Republican candidate. Vote for Badus, who is contesting for the governorship of the state of Georgia. These are people that have Biafrans in their heart. These are people that hate the terrorism going on in the world. These are people that support the freedom of your religion, the freedom of Christians, those who recognize that the United States of America is a Christian nation, just like United States of Biafra is a Christian nation. You must go out and vote for Boris Jones before June the 16th, please. Again, the second in command of ISIS was taken out in Nigeria last week by America, after the Nigerian government had lied to America and lied to the world that that same guy was killed 2 years ago. The Sokoto Caliphate told Tinubu, Christopher Musa, Bianco no to lie to the world that that second in command was taken away, was taken down 2 years ago. So when Nigeria decided to appoint a new foreign affairs minister in the person of Bianco Chukwu, she came to the United States of America trying to talk to some people, some leaders that Nigeria should be removed as a country of particular concern. That Nigeria should be removed as a country of particular concern. That is why she's parabolating all over the world. But their cup is full. Nigeria must be destroyed for Christians to live. Anyone that thinks there's anything like one Nigeria or promoting one Nigeria, you are part of the terrorism. Because this second in command of the ISIS that was killed last week by the United States of America has been in Nigeria for almost the past 7 years and has radicalized over 100,000 terrorists inside Nigeria. Tinubu was aware of that. Peter Obi, this one parambulating, he was aware of that. Christopher Musa was aware of that. Bianco Jubono was aware of that. All of them, they came together, they hid this second in command of ISIS that was eliminated last week by America. They all hide the guy, they hid him in Nigeria, where he trains all the reintegrated terrorists. And again, this week, just like yesterday, we saw the guy that analyzed how Nigeria, Tinubu, Christopher Musa, how they bring in and reintegrate the non-terrorists and grade them and give them whatever they want to continue killing not just the indigenous Nigerians, but also Christians in the whole entity, so that the Islamization agenda will be completed. As we speak right now, they are plotting how to launch that Islamization agenda. That is why I'm calling on our allies to quickly recognize the United States of Biafra, give us the tools, give us the support we need to confront the terrorist state of Nigeria, headed by Tinubu, Peter Obi, Charles Soludo, Bianco Jubu and Co. Because the guy that was eliminated by the United States of America last week has trained over 20 to 30,000 jihadists inside Nigeria under Peter Obi, under Tinubu, under Charles Soludo, under Bianco Jubu. The only thing that will stop the mass murder of Christians in that part of the world is the recognition of the United States of Biafra. So you ask yourself, how can somebody like Bianca Ojukwu be parading among the legislators in America, asking them to remove Nigeria from a country of particular concern? She has no conscience. All she wants to do is to do the bidding of the Sokoto Caliphate. She is a part of the terrorism. She is a part of the killing of Christians in Nigeria. She is part of the killing of indigenous Nigerians inside Nigeria by the Sokoto Caliphate. Bianco Ojukwu is a part and parcel of that killing. That is why she is begging for people to remove Nigeria as a country of particular concern, which will never happen, not under my watch. Again, all of us are fully aware. On record, Nigeria is the most dangerous country in the world for Christians to live. This is not from me, this is research. This has been concluded. This is all over the social media. Nigeria is the most dangerous country in the world for Christians to live. Biafrans are Christians. Anyone, any country, any group, any organization seeking for Biafrans to coexist with a country that's been declared as the most dangerous country in the world for Christians to live, you need to have your head checked. Nigeria has been declared as a country of particular concern by the United States of America. And what are the criteria for being a country of particular concern? All of you need to Google that. To be a country of particular concern, you must have been arresting people without trying them, dumping them somewhere without bringing any case against them, killing people without any ramifications, forcefully removing people without any reason, That is exactly what Nigeria and their Biafra agents, like people like that Jovita that Nigeria government pays, Ike Gurago, these people like Udele, people like these DOS criminals, the IPOB organization, all these people, the legitimized governors, are being paid by the oil produced from the Biafra territory to continue to lie to the world about Nigeria's state. But thank God, all those lies has been exposed. It's been exposed. Anyone listening to me that will support a country that is the most dangerous country in the world for Christians to exist, you must have your heads checked. No matter the amount of business you have, you must cancel it immediately. Immediately. Because that oil comes from my territory, from Biafra territory. And we will stop you from taking that oil from our region. We all know that. We all are Can you mute your phone, please? Who is expressing?
I don't know. Listen. Simple instruction.
We all are fully aware that Nigeria President Tinubu has been declared as the fourth most corrupt president in the world. Fourth most corrupt president in the world is Tinubu. Google that.
Drug lord.
Fourth most corrupt president in the world is Nigeria President Tinubu. So any country leader, any head of state, any organization, any individual doing business with Nigeria, you are corrupt and you must stop immediately. You must stop. If you don't stop, the United States of Biafra people will stop you. We are not begging you to stop. Nigeria has been declared as the worst place on planet Earth for individuals to exist. Worst place in the planet for human beings to exist is Nigeria. Google it. These are research. Because when some of you keep talking out of ignorance, ignorance is not excuse. If you are an individual, a country, or an organization doing any business with Nigeria, you are dealing with a country that has been declared as the worst place, worst country in the world for human beings to exist. You must stop. You must stop. It is because of all these facts that President Trump has changed the procedure for dealing with Nigeria. Because all the lies they've been lying to him that it is farmer-herder clash. Oh, the farmers are clashing with the herdsmen. That is why they are killing people. That is what the United Nations Secretary presented initially with the Nigeria. Remember, the Nigeria Fulani daughter that is in the United Nations. I forgot her name. That is spreading that lie and propaganda all over the world. They spread that same propaganda to Finland. When they say that our Prime Minister is attacking Fulani, it's not Fulani tribe. This woman and the United Nations Secretary, they forgot to include that it is the Fulani terrorists. So the second to the Secretary of the United Nations, she keeps saying her tribe is Fulani. Fulanis are being attacked. She is lying. She always forgets to put that it is the Fulani terrorists, which she supports with the Sokoto Caliphate. That was a lie. They lied to Kenya when they took our Onion Nnamdi Kanu and reduced him to Nigeria for no crime. Only Nnamdi Kanu has not committed any crime. Nothing. Zero. The only thing he has said is that he do not want his people to cohabit with reintegrated terrorists brought in by the Sokoto Caliphate. The world now has proven that that was a fact. Nigeria is harboring the Sokoto Caliphate that reintegrates non-terrorists into Nigeria to behead and kill thousands of Christians and indigenous Nigerians. That was the only thing our leader, Onyedinam, kind of requested. That was the only thing he talked about. Then Nigeria colluded with Kenya to take him away and sentence him to life for no crime, no single crime. And if that was not enough, Nigeria, again, with their same propaganda, globalist propaganda, which Donald Trump has recently pointed out, they went to Finland and talked with Alexander Stubb. What happened next? Finland, they took away our Prime Minister Simon Ekpa for crying out loud, for Christ's sake, for the killings, for the beheadings, for the killing of indigenous Biafrans, killing of indigenous Christians in Nigeria. Nigeria colluded with Finland, and they took away our Prime Minister. And Finland got their intel, their evidences from a Nigerian police that have been declared by a court in Canada as a terrorist people, as a terrorist organization. Just to get contract of oil from Nigeria. And once you do that, that will be cancelled. You can never, Finland, you can never proceed with that. All of you that are getting contracts from Nigeria, you must cancel it immediately, because not just the United States of Biafra, people, indigenous Nigerians all over has risen up right now, and they will stop you. If you have given any money to the Nigerian government, you better go take it back. Those of you in the World Bank, using the World Bank to facilitate terrorism in Nigeria, giving Tinubu billions of dollars, which she promised you by telling you you can continue to milk the oil from Biafra land in the next 100 years. Sorry is your name. You can never get away with it. You can't. We will stop you from that. And we're already doing that. You cannot continue to milk the oil from Biafra land and sign contract with the terrorist government of the Nigeria state. That is not going to happen. So I'm calling on Finland to release the Prime Minister Simon Ekpa. He has not committed any crime. The only thing you have against him is a lie and the propaganda given to you by the Nigerian terrorist state. So Finland, if you are not a terrorist country, you must let Simon Ekpa go. You must release him immediately. The longer you hold him, the more that is going to happen. I'm telling you. And I'm calling out the Nigerian state to leave Onyedinam, they can let him go. He has not committed any crime. You can continue your terrorism in the western part of Nigeria, in the northern part of Nigeria, in the middle belt. But as far as the southeast and south part of Biafra territory, 40 state is concerned, you must let Onyedinam go. He has not committed any crime. He has not committed any crime. What he said, the whole world has seen it. America has seen it. Canada has seen it. Israel has seen it. All the civilized, Russia has seen it. All the civilized countries in the world have seen exactly what Onyedinam was talking about. Nigeria is a real terrorist, not their friends. Not Onyedinam, not Simon Ekpa, not Dr. Robertson. They may even bring something to you tomorrow to tell you that Dr. Robertson is a terrorist. They will say something like that. That is why Donald Trump has said there is that globalist terrorist propaganda that Nigeria is spreading all over the world. What they do is what they project on other people. So let Onyedinam go. He is not a threat to anyone. He just wants to build his country, the United States of Biafra. where we are not going to have terrorists beheading our citizens every day, kidnapping our young children and our undergraduates from their hostels every day, kidnapping and asking for ransom, invading our homes at night, burning our homes at night, using mediocre terrorists and criminals like Iken Gurad, Jovika, people like all these Ijele to continue to propagate and carry out their terrorist act in Biafra. And I tell these people, unless it's not somebody that I know, anyone that I know that was taken away under my watch by the Nigerian state through these Biafran agents, it's not going to go down well. You got to leave them. Let them go immediately. Let them go immediately. I'm telling you. Because Nigeria state is a terrorist state. Nigeria is the one committing the crime. Nigeria is the one forcefully removing innocent Biafrans from their own territory, from our communities, from our quiet communities. Anyone, any single Biafran taken away from the 40 states of Biafra under my watch, if anything happens to any of them, any of those individuals that I have their records, it's not going to go down well. I promise you that. Some of us have seen where the terrorist president of Nigeria, Tinubu, has said that APC was not labeled as a terrorist organization by Canada. And some of the gullible newspapers in Nigeria has carried that out. And from the research center for the United States of Biafra, it was a fact. APC and PDP was labeled as a terrorist organization by a Canadian court. We have the documents, and we have presented those documents at the right table. We, the United States of Biafra, people do not want any political party associated with Nigeria in Biafra land, because the United States of Biafra is a sovereign nation. Whether you like it, whether you believe it, whether you want it or not, we are not begging you. You cannot carry out any political activity with any of the terrorist organizations that have been declared as a political party or terrorist organization by a Canadian court. So Peter Obi and co, I'm telling you, do not bring that terrorism into the 40 states of Biafra territory. You and Bianco, don't do that. Because you will get the same treatment Biafrans are giving to Charles Soludo, like the one they gave them today, I promise you. We will continue to protect our people and territory, and we hope that our allies will soon recognize the Christian nation of the United States of Biafra. And again, I posted something earlier today, and I want to tell Biafra that is coming very fast. That is coming. Biafrans, stay the course. You don't need to do it. Just stay this course. Continue to self-defend yourself. Continue to protect our territory and our land. Continue to voluntarily remain the seat at home. Continue to search your territory and remove the reintegrated terrorists brought in by Charles Soludo Obi Zonima in our land. I've talked with some Nigerian people that said they are removing their offices and agents from the Biafra territory. It is a welcome development, and I'm very, very happy for that. I know these leaders are doing the right thing to safeguard the lives of their people. They have volunteered to move to their states to go and safeguard their own states. That is the right thing to do. I call on our allies, because Nigeria has called on Turkey to bring in more arms, more AK-47 for them to continue to behead indigenous Nigerians, to continue to kill and kidnap Christians, to continue to have the Sokoto Caliphate. I'm calling on our allies to help us, equip us to confront this evil called Nigeria and the
Sokoto Caliphate. Again, I thank some of the leaders that have helped with their agents, and I think we are on the right course to forming a formidable partnership to help the United States of Biafra to protect our sovereign nation. Today, I heard one of the Nigerian legislators saying that Biafra should arm themselves. I saw that somewhere. What is his name again? I think I saw that. I don't know how many of you saw him. Telling Biafrans, telling the Biafrans to arm themselves because of something that is coming, that there's something coming, blah, blah, blah. And the person I'm asking him, is he just realizing it? Is he just realizing now that something is coming? When he voted with Tinubu to reintegrate and rehabilitate non-terrorists into the Nigeria system, doesn't he know that something like this will come up? Again, you can see the ignorance and illiteracy and the mediocrity of those that call themselves Nigerian legislators. You cannot approve a program or a policy that reintegrates non-terrorists into your country, and tomorrow you don't think that your mother and father will be beheaded in public. So what were they thinking when they reintegrate and sign the policy to reintegrate the terrorists under the Sokoto Caliphate into Nigeria? What do they think? That these terrorists will just come and keep quiet and just not do anything? Or these terrorists will just come in and continue to make Tinubu the president of Nigeria for life? Or that these terrorists will come in and continue to work with Sultan of Sokoto to milk the oil, natural reserves in the Biafra territory? That is why Tinubu approved them. That is why Bianco Jukuono approves the reintegration of terrorists into Nigeria. That was why Peter Obi approved it. Yes. If not, all this while that Peter Obi is meandering from Atlanta to New York to New Jersey, has Peter Obi told them that the reintegration of non-terrorists into Nigeria is a bad policy? Has he said that? No. Because he is more concerned about his political career than the thousands of Christians that are murdered every day. Not anymore. Not anymore. Again, I want to tell Biafrans in the 40 states to make out a day, one day, maybe on a Friday, between 4 and 6 p.m., to comb all the forests in Biafra territory. Every Friday, between 4 and 6 p.m., comb all the forests in Biafra territory. Remove every Fulani terrorist that the Nigeria state has brought into our land. I'm ordering you people to do that, starting from next week. Every Friday, all the Biafran youths, 4 to 6 p.m. or 5 to 7 p.m., comb all the Biafra forests. Any reintegrated terrorists, any Fulani terrorists in the bush, take them out. Take them out. If you have difficulty, contact the United States of Biafra Secretary of Defense, Rabbi. Again, the United States of Biafra government will continue to support all our citizens, despite the handicaps we have. But we know it's going to end very soon. A lot of Nigerians, indigenous, are crying now because of what is going on. The United States of Biafra citizens have cried for a long time, over the past 20, 30 years. We're not going to cry anymore. Our job right now is to ensure we protect our people and we protect our land. Thank you so much, and we will go to the question and comment section.
Thank you. So now is question and answer and comment section. Please raise your hand to indicate that you have a question or a comment. anything, we are here to answer today. Yes. Any question, any comment, whatever you want to be clarified, or any contribution that you have. Okay. Mama Stella, over to you. Unmute yourself, Mama Stella. Mama Stella, can you unmute yourself? Okay. Israel, if you're ready, unmute yourself.
Okay, well, okay.
Okay, Mama Stella. Okay, over to you. Israel, please hold on.
Hold on. Number one, I'm ekele Chineke. Onye hajiri ọnọdụ a. Na-ekele our leader, ekele Simon Eba. N'ụzọ pụrụ iche ka m na-ekele the finisher. Abụ nwanyị Dr. Orabueze. Famdi, mouthpiece. Ekele chana m mmadụ niile, ụmụ nwoke ụnụ mana ana m enye unu ekele n'ụzọ pụrụ iche. Ịkpọwo na aha ọ naghị enye aka maka mgbe niile ana m ekwupụrụ ụmụ nwoke ugwu. Na-ekwu unu nkwa nwoke ọbụla nọ na United States of Biafra. Mgbe ọbụla m na-aga ọhụrụ chọọ na ajụjụ small start m ga-enwe ego aga m agbajiri ego nye gị ya. Udo dịrị unu niile. Ihe m chọrọ ikwu ihe ahụ, teachers, our education system ekelele m unu n'ụzọ pụrụ iche. Even ụlọ kọgide na akụkọ ya ka meghazie m ama nwa amụrụ ọhụrụ ka mụra m aga m ebido skuul na United States of Biafra. So enwere ihe mama chọrọ ịrịọ ya dịka arịrịọ maka ka a na-ekwu okwu ekwute ihe. Enwere m nsọpụrụ pụrụ iche ebe teachers ụnụ na-arịọ ya ụlọ ọ bụrụ na ọ nọghị na sistem na our teachers ga-eri ụgwọ karịa politicians maka ihe ọbụla mmadụ ọbụ n'ụwa. He or she is made of a teacher. From nne gị mma ebidoro kụziwe nkizi kụziri ya gị baga na ọta akara ma awụ onye nkizi gaghị awụ dọkịta. Without a teacher gaghị awụ famdi agaghị awụ pharmacist. Without a teacher, I don't think na enwere ihe mmadụ ọwụ today ọ ga-awụ. Therefore, ihe m na-asọ bụrụ na ọ nọghị n'akwụkwọ iwu United States of Biafra that na teachers will be highly lifted. Ka ọ ga-awụ obodo ọbụla na-emeji aka akụkọ si enwe teachers United States of Biafra that they are best. So ihe awụ my own contribution. Enweghị mama enweghị ọtụtụ okwu. So m ewerezi ofu okwu ofu abụ maka m ga-abụ abụ ndị m hụrụ abụọ abịawara m ụgwọ. Mgbe eluigwe n'ụwa nke a na-agafe, Chineke kere ụwa na-ahụ ya anya. Afụfụ niile bịafaratara n'azụ. Aha ya dị elu n'onyere anyị n'onyere. Chineke nụrụ mgbakwa anyị bulie anyị elu. Chineke nụrụ ihe ndị ya n'onyere anyị. Mgbe Nnamdi Kanu na-eti mkpu, Simon Ekpa na-ege ya ntị. Mmamịrị niile ụmụ nwanyị nyụrụ ya ihe. Asụ niile nka bụrụ Simon. Okwu ọjọọ niile gbara ọdabeze. Ebubo niile bụrụ Simon. Ebubo niile bụrụ ndị USD. Chineke kere ụwa na-ele ya anya. Afụfụ niile anyị tara na Biafra. Chineke kere ụwa na-ahụ ya anya. Na n'obodo anyị Chineke hụrụ mba niile ubi anyị elu. Chineke nụrụ mgbakwa gị bulie gị elu. Chineke hụrụ mba niile nye anyị.
she was saying something about just being paid more than any other person.
Again, the payment structure, again, I can take that. We will always take care of our teachers.
Very well.
I went back.
PM said when Finland was Finland, so he praised them, and Finland was seen in education is seen as the highest in reference to teachers. So they pay higher in the whole world. So and our plan is also we will exceed that because the teachers their reward is not in heaven alone. It has to begin here. So they get rewarded here. They also get rewarded in heaven.
Thank you. Thank you. Next person, Israel. Please unmute yourself. And meanwhile, okay. Go ahead.
Oh, thank you very much. First of all, please, I have to salute my DPM. I salute you, my DPM.
You're not coming out. What happened? Yes.
Okay. It seems like what happened? He's not coming out. Okay.
No, it's not connecting.
It's not connecting. Okay, I'm gonna call on the next person. Arab Israel. Okay, while okay, let's go to the next person until he comes back. Honorable, okay, please, Honorable Peter, please unmute yourself. Honorable Olisemeka Ejindo, please, over to you, unmute yourself.
Yeah, okay. Yeah, can you hear me?
Very well.
Yeah, good evening, DPM, once again, Doctor. Good evening, family.
You're welcome.
And good evening, everybody. Good evening, all the cabinets and all the excellencies, the governors. Good evening. I want to ask a question. I don't know if it's a foolish question. The ID card we did, that was in April. I don't know. I've not heard anything about it again. You see, coming out that our batch was on, it was April or March, April. What's the position of things, please? That's it. Thank you.
Sorry, what was the question?
I'm saying about the ID card. The ID card we did on my batch was in March. So, and I'm saying I don't know. I have not heard about any news about it again because you know it's going far. This is the 5th month, so I don't know. Let us know.
Yeah, that's right. Again, you have to wait. We already collected the next batch, and I don't know if you were the other time I took about the batch. I think somebody's asking a similar question. We do not want to be printing our ID card when we have just like 500 people, 400. We want to make sure we have enough number of Biafrans before we approve the printing of the ID card. So just exercise patience and follow my timeline. Once we have that, the next batch printed, we'll be notified.
Okay.
Okay, thank you very much.
You're welcome. Okay, next hand is Easy Way. Unmute yourself, Easy Way.
Good evening, Famdi, and good evening, all the cabinet members. Our Agunwa, I greet you. Although my question has been taken care of because I no need of prolonging matters. I want to ask about ID card, but DPM have answered it. No need of asking again. Thank you all.
Thank you very much. Next is Bishop Wiz. Unmute yourself, please.
Once again, good evening, my DPM and Famdi and the whole cabinet. Mine is most direct question to my DPM. We have had a brief discussion over mine before, my ID card, and you told me that you will check on the badge you have. And since then, I've sent the message, no reply. I know you are very busy, but I'm just making an appeal. Sorry, I lost my voice. I'm just recollecting myself. I'm just appealing that you cross-check and please possibly send my ID card because I'm told it's with you in America.
What is your name?
Bishop.
Bishop Muiz Ezemwa. Bishop got there Ezemwa Muiz. Honorable Uche said he's with you.
You are in Europe, right? What country are you at?
No. Africa.
Africa.
I'm in Africa.
Zambia.
Yeah.
Okay, so you said on the book you told me that it's with me, right?
Yes.
No, I'm not sure we have it. When did you apply?
We are the early people that applied, and on several occasions they have confirmed having my details and everything.
Okay, so I'm not sure because if we have your return, if it was returned, we will have that information. So let me quickly, I have a returned ID card here, and I'm going to call it. If your name is not there, then we don't have it here. So we have returned ID Gideon, Chukwu Gideon Eze, Ndukwe Jen Ugo, Uzo Williams, Emmanuel Dorothy, Dominic Matona, Dixon Chibike, Nsiebu Virginia. If you hear your name, just reach out to me later on. Ego Chidiebere, Onyema Esther, Idedia Omo Benedictor, Mbanasa Christiana, Ake Bobi Jokwo, Napoleon Chumwedu, Akazo Emelike. Those are the only returned ID cards we have. What country do you say you were at?
Zambia.
Zambia, not Gambia.
Zambia.
We only have Wiz who got there, right?
Yes, he's the one.
Wiz who got there, that was the one that we mailed out from Zambia, but it is not on the list. It was not returned yet, so you have to wait.
It was mailed to Zambia?
Yeah, we sent it. Yeah, from Zambia. That's why from our master list, we have Wiz who got their mailed out to Zambia to your address. But it's still in transit. We didn't receive it back.
When was that?
That time that we mailed out all the ID, that was over a year ago.
Jesus.
Did you change your address? Did you change your address at any point?
No, I didn't. I've never changed my address.
Okay.
Yeah. I've checked. Checked with the mail office. I've checked with them.
Yeah. So that is who is the God there? That was the only one that was sent out to Zambia. But if you have not received it, that means it's still in transit. Again, like I told some people, I just use an example for our representative in Jamaica. Her return, just got her return like 2 months ago. After almost 8 months, it was returned back. And then she now gave instruction on how to mail it. You received it within 2 weeks. So that's very much. Yeah, we don't have your return.
Sorry, my DPM. Could you send me the details, the box you have used, maybe They made a
There's no
mistake on my
details.
book.
We just use it from the post office, American post office, and we mailed it out. So there's nothing we can do about it. If it didn't get to you, it's gonna return to us. When it's gonna happen, I don't know.
Wow.
Yeah.
Okay.
The other option is just to
Reapply.
Reapply on the website. There's a question for reapplication, and then upload the receipt that you used to apply. It will still have the same information. Hopefully, with the next batch that will be created out, it will be there. But we may receive it back. Next question, please. Sorry about that.
Yeah. Next person is Honorable Marquis. Over to you.
Yeah. Thank you so much, Gilbert, and our own DPM. So I have to retire. I have to, because I'm going to go to work tomorrow. As everyone is, I don't see any question coming directly to me. So maybe I have to take a bow. And so if there's anything, I know our DPM can handle it, and you also, Igobert. So if I can at least catch something.
Yeah, next question, please.
Okay, that's it. That's the last one, DPM. I think
Thank you so much.
Yeah. Okay. Easy Way is coming back. Easy Way, unmute yourself, please.
Okay, sorry that I came back.
Yeah.
Yeah, because Omoroku DPM will not manage what she had about reapplying. You know, that time, also my own son and they depended. So, MSC and the Department of State, they send an email about what makes it the ID card to dependent. I sent my photo, passport photo, correct one. So they send me a mail that is correct now, that I will get it after 8 weeks. But now, I don't know if it's still on the back that I will get when they get for printing, or will I still reapply? I don't know.
Who did you talk to?
Sorry?
Who did you talk to?
You know, that time you told me that it was pending, that I'm under 72, that is pending. My own is on that pending. Then I go and, yeah?
You didn't reapply?
No, I didn't reapply.
So what did you do?
I didn't do anything because you said I should wait when the next batch will come, that my own will be among them.
So if it was among those that are pending, you might need to go back and reapply. That's why we opened up the
reapplication.
The reapplication portal for those that have problems with their application. So you need to go back and reapply on the website, okay? And after you reapply, you now do your Zoom verification, because you don't want to continue waiting forever. Just like the last speaker have said, his name was among the one that was mailed out. But what country are you at?
Ireland.
Ireland. So that should be Europe. Did you contact Messi in Europe? Because we only handle Africa and America.
You know, I contacted Messi through my mission head. They said that I should wait because I told them all this about the email I got from United States of Biafra during December time, that I should send an correct passport size photograph, which I did immediately. I go to the studio, I snapped the correct one, I emailed them back, and they said to me, see, that everything is okay now. So I don't know.
Who did you talk to?
I talked to Messi. The day they came for a meeting.
Okay, because you say you talked to me. Because all the Europe was handled by Messi and Christopher. The ones that I handled were
was America and Africa. So if they tell you to correct something and you corrected that, then it should be on the next part. Did you do the Zoom verification yet?
I didn't do any other Zoom verification again because since they sent me that mail, even the mail is still in my mail now.
What is your name? What is your name?
Kinsley.
Kinsley
Members.
Kinsley who?
Kinsley Chidi Members.
Kingsley Chidi. Membis.
Membis. MEMBIS.
Membis.
Yeah.
Okay, somebody's going to follow up on that. But again, if they told you that it was just a picture that you have a problem with and you've corrected that, then it should be next batch.
Well, the only picture was the problem.
Okay.
So we shall go to the studio and get the normal site. Okay. Because they sent me the site I was supposed to send, which I did.
What country are you at?
Republic of Ireland.
Okay, all right. So just exercise patient. There's nothing else we can do.
Okay. So I should hold on.
Yeah, next question, please.
Yeah, Honorable Henry, you're the last person here. Over to you.
Okay, thank you, Honorable Secretary. Greetings, Excellency. Yeah, I just want to make a comment because of this ID card. You know, I have also experience in enforcing this ID card. So I will suggest that in future cases, before we mail them, we try to communicate with those people that own them. Because in some cases, the addresses they use, sometimes they change it without even remembering. So when they are mailed to the addresses that appears on the documents, they will not receive them and they will still not remember. Because I have similar cases here in Asia. All the ones I received, I called each and every one of them based on the phone number they provided and informed them their ID cards are ready. What address do I post it? Do you still use this address? And all of them I mailed. They are all received. No single case pending. So I would suggest that in future cases we have to reach out to our people because our people forget easily and confirm the addresses before we mail. Because this is very important document. We cannot be mailing it and then do a loss of transit. I don't think it's the right thing. Thank you. That's what I want to comment. Very.
Right, thank you so much. Next question.
Okay, next person, Kene Chuku's iPhone.
Hello, can you hear me?
Yes, very well.
Yes. Good evening, good morning to everybody. Great our DPL and all the cabinet members. Please, my question is, I've been having issues with the ID card capturing because I actually missed the last time and that was like a month ago, and I was told that it was going to be in 2 weeks' time, but that's not happened yet. Thank you very much.
When did you apply?
That was 29th December 2025.
Okay, so if you've been missing the capturing, you just have to be on the lookout for the next capturing date. Usually they send out the Zoom for the capturing. I don't know if Honorable Mark is here. I think their next capturing is going to be next week, Monday. So you have to be either Monday or Friday. So you have to be on the lookout on your platforms where you belong to. They usually send the link, the Zoom link to all the Biafra platforms for those who have applied for their ID card so they can log in and do their capture. So be on the lookout for that hopefully next week. Again, this weekend is our Memorial Day event. I'm encouraging every Biafran to attend our Memorial Day event in Washington, D.C. It's going to be a global event. Different programs have been scheduled for Biafrans of the globe. But we here in Government in Exile, of which I'm currently the leader, we are going your tickets for the event, right? I know the link has been sent out to your fans. If you have not picked up your ticket, please go ahead and get your ticket for the event on May the 30th for our Memorial Day celebration at Fort Washington, D.C. headquarters. It's very, very important. Yeah, I just want to remind. But for the actually, I think it's going to be next week. But if I'm on Friday, the Zoom will be sent out. So just be on the lookout for that.
DPM. I think somebody just, how many are we going to take over there for over 4 hours? Ocean Master, please go ahead.
Okay. Guys, take my hands. Oh my God. Okay. Where is he? Yeah. My God, I can't. Jesus. Okay, Mike. Yeah, I can hear you. Yeah. Okay. Thank you very much. Good evening, my DPM. Good evening, from D. And I know Marcus has left. I greet her as well, and all the people in the studio. DPM, thank you for the wonderful job that you're doing with the cabinet of USB. Thank you, Sir Biafra. I really appreciate you, and Biafrans are appreciating all of you so much. Fandian, you have been awesome. You know, it will be not easy, but with God, we are making it. With our encouragement and support, we are moving forward. Thank you. I don't have anything just to say thank you. Thank you all. My little question is this, although I've seen people ask similar question. It's just all about ID cards. I did my own, I think the first batch of this year was when I did my own. I don't know if it's out or it's still gonna be, it's yet to be out.
Again, you have to just wait until it's going to be out. The next batch is not being printed. Next person.
Thank you, DP. Yeah. God bless you all.
Yeah, there's some individual here with the name Uchenna. Uchenna, can you muzzle up strength and then show who you are? Please raise up your hand and then talk to us. You cannot be on the chat section just trying to be, excuse me, my language. Well, I'm not going to go there. Muzzle up strength, raise up your hand and then ask the question that you have. If you don't have, please do not show up here anymore. We do not want individuals, perhaps questionable individuals with no face. All right? Thank you, Justice. There's somebody here that shouldn't be. You are Biafran, so therefore you should be here. But I think you should conduct yourself with good amount of decorum. All right? And then don't try this anymore. Yeah, thank you very much.
Executive Elder Danko,
You're welcome.
again, these are just distractions.
Executive Elder Don, over to you.
Hello, good evening, DPM. Good evening, Diana. You are a wonderful lady, doing a wonderful job because handling the finances of a nation like ours is not an easy job. We thank you because it takes integrity, you know, not the okay, business, okay. So we appreciate you a lot. I just said a lot of people are talking about idea. I know there was a time I was involved in that very mission. DPM, we finally, talked about it last time. It's been about a month now. I finally received my ID. Okay. Wow. So I want you to, because it's not only when I'm there, it's not with me and people, So I have other people. I want to assure them that it's patience. I didn't get it in IT, but I finally have received it. Okay. So it's with me. And in fact, my wife was even making a joke of me. This thing is running your mouth. You feel so happy. I've never seen you
I said, this is not, it's a treasure. It's a treasure, and that's the way it should be. Okay, so thank you. I do appreciate. May God continue to empower and bless each and every one of us. We make it. Okay.
Congratulations.
Oh, thank you.
Congrats.
It's better than any idea I've ever received. It means a lot to me.
Okay, one more hand here. Ogama, Prosper, please. And then DPM, I think after that, that's it. I'm hungry. I'm so sorry. Ogama.
I'm here, ma'am.
Okay, go ahead.
Please, I want to ask if the ID application is available for people in homeland. Okay, thank you very much.
BPM, I think this is it.
Thank you so much, everyone. I think that brings us to the close of this event. This question and comment session is really important. We're going to be doing that every now and then. Hopefully, the next one, maybe another department is going to present what they have and what we are doing. But my assurance is that the United States of Biafra government departments are ready to run from day one, so that when our recognition comes, it's not going to be chaos. Again, I want to encourage all Biafrans to continue to be resolute in the declaration of our freedom. We don't want to get entangled in all this distraction. Remember, Nigerian government will come with different distractions, even from those that pretend to be in the same boat looking for our freedom with us. But on the line, they are planted there to stop some of us. Just like they were planted to stop Onyedu Nambekama. They were planted to stop the Prime Minister Simon Ella. They are also planted to stop the terrorism. The only difference is that those that they are calling and telling them to stop our offensive are stopping them, not our offensive. So again, let us all just be mindful of that. Keep doing what we are doing. Nigeria is gone. Nigeria is gone. Anyone that does not see the has not been following. This terrorist state is gone, and we must make sure they humble for Christians to live. There are no two ways about that. Even the people they employed to work against the terrorists, they talk to me, they say, honey, there's nothing they can't help Nigeria. So again, we are doing very well, and many of them are confessing, they're turning around. They know that I am a freedom fighter. So when you see some of these people in Nigeria they will tell you that the terrorist is a freedom fighter and they cannot touch her, they can't come near her. It's as simple as that. So Nigeria has been declared as the most dangerous country in the world for a Christian to live. So if you are a Christian planning to go to Nigeria or planning to live in Nigeria, they will chop off your head. Your head will be cut off. That is why the only solution is the dissolution of Nigeria. Again, our president Donald Trump is not going to come out and dissolve Nigeria. No, that's not going to happen. Anyone that is thinking about that, you are not thinking well. But again, the recognition of the United States of Biafra government is coming.
Yes.
And then the resources we need to confront the terrorists is coming. I've already said I don't need American boots on ground because we have capable men and women to defend the 40 state of Biafra. The only thing we are lacking is the resources and the recognition to confront the terrorist state of Nigeria. And it's being held by Iran, Iraq, and Turkey to continue to build a safe haven for Nigeria. From there, they're going to launch an attack on America, on Israel. So again, our allies all over the world, they already know this story. And I'm calling on all Biafrans for us to unite. Do not be distracted by these mediocres. Again, before anybody talks about Biafra, ask the person what is his or her level of education. All of you must ask this question. You must ask him or her, what is your level of education? Then tell them to send you the certificate that they have. That is where to start. They will send that to you before you listen to them, before you engage them, so that you don't get yourself unnecessarily distracted and sad, or just you're going back and forth with the yoga and an entity that has nothing to, just a school start person that is being used by the Nigeria state or by the legitimized governors to just make noise on social media. So Biafrans moving forward, anyone that is coming to tell you anything about Biafra freedom, Biafra anything, Dr. Robeza, ask the person the first question, what is your degree? What is your level of education? If they tell you they went to this school, they tell them to send you their certificate. When they send it, then you can engage them. You can engage them. If not, you will just get yourself upset from illiterates and people that are supposed to be dumped in the trash can. They can have all the things they want to. Like I said earlier, some of them have declared themselves the Prime Minister of the United States of Biafra. We have three now. There is the one, my friend, Madike Chikaraya from the boy. What is his name? What is his name? Yes, that's from this boy. So we have Prime Minister Chikezie Homeland. We have the Prime Minister, the criminal in Maryland that calls himself Isaiah aka that one that has almost criminal record, 7 criminal record in this. There's another Prime Minister under was wicked, and another one, right? There's another one that declared.
I think they answered His Excellency for once.
So we already have three mediocre prime ministers parading themselves either at home or abroad. Again, I'm just trying to
have fun.
So anyone that they confuse, to take them or refer to them as a prime minister. Sorry, is your name. So again, what you need to do is to always ask for these people when they come to you and tell them that even the one in Homeland, he said that he said Dr. Roberts and I made him the prime minister. So when was him that got on the way. One of those things. And one thing that Hamadika has said, the freedom and the restoration of the United States of Biafra will come from diaspora. And in diaspora, the whole diaspora right now, all of them know where they colonize. Yes. So forget all these mediocres that are making noise on social media. Again, I'm not sure we have any. Don't let them distract you. Because this distraction you see is what they continue doing to Onyenu and continue to the PM. That PM got so sick at the point that he almost died because of these mediocres and criminals. So again, do not pay any attention to them. But for anyone listening to me, when somebody tells you that they are representing the United States of Biafra government, first and foremost, ask the person to show you his degree, his certificates, because Nigerian state is known for producing primarily 5 people to be their president, school start holders to be their president. That is why the killing, the beheadings that is going on right now will never stop, because they have all those mediocres and illiterates in the corridors of power. So when you see anyone telling you they support Biafra, first of all, ask them, my dear, can I see your certificate? Only after that can you go. And again, I thank all Biafra listening to me. I thank those of you that are traveling for Washington, D.C. this weekend. Remember, no bags are allowed in Washington, D.C. 2 layers of security, including the Washington, D.C. police. So those of you that will be there, I wish you all well. I wish you a safe travel. I will see you all in Washington, D.C. And for our men, our elite squad in Homeland, you already got everything figured out for the 30th of May. May God bless all of you, and may
instigate their enemies of Biafra to continue to fall. Just as today, Charles Soludo, the Pentagon, all that words he gave to Biafrans, I forgot that now everywhere we are on voluntary lockdown. So those that are saying that Simon Emma or Onyedum Nandekano is engineering people to do stuff, these are illiterate. And these are the propaganda the Nigerian state has carried out, but not anymore, because I hear when you get all over, unless we are not in this game. So again, I thank you all, and I'll see you all on Saturday in Washington, D.C. May God bless you all. Peace.
Amen.
Thank you, Ma.
Recording stopped.